That was cool too, but honestly, in my head, I was thinking about his siblings' names, or at least one in particular.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a
Yeah,
very
that's the
interesting
running
idea
joke.
for a character
It's,
to be a robot on a wheel.
Sam is very known for doing the long game. He really does well at the long game.
he does. I liked Not in season 1 too.
Did you see the Red Nose Day where they played with Stephen Colbert?
Yes.
I loved how he kept hitting on Stephen. Like that, I was laughing like the entire time. Like, is there a Mrs. Jack?
Mm-hmm. Sam is awesome. Like he's the type of disruptive but serious enough character to really get things going.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing. Because I think last campaign when he really lost it, I think, or campaign 1 when he lost it with Sam about people not knowing his backstory and stuff was pretty amazing. All right, Matt, welcome. We are going live now. I think we're just about.
Oh, give me like 2 seconds.
Okay, Matt,
down
you
and
want to
listen.
change to yellow?
Keep your fingers out of your noses.
Hey, Ben, is there any way you can make the combat board bigger?
Yeah.
The map right there.
I don't think it fits on YouTube if he does.
Yeah,
That's why
it's kind of small.
I can make this big.
You just
Oh, okay.
hover over it, and then it zooms in.
Yeah, same old, basically.
Well, if I had a camera, if I want to have one kid run
That's cool,
around here
whatever.
late at night to run around with a camera, I could possibly do that, but that seems a little bit chancing noise. Where that comes from, because they're going to ask me 100 questions, and that's not where I want to go. Your icon will make it larger for you, and trust me, you're only seeing the very beginning of a board right now, so it's not too far from where you're at. You'll see.
You know, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm with you, Art. My old eyes need a larger screen.
Trust me, I'm trying to do this behind me, but then I have
Yeah, I don't have
100
to wear
things
reading
going on with mine. Okay.
Yeah,
I had LASIK and computer glasses, and I still think it's small.
Well, maybe I can get a little bigger board for you guys. Well, let me see. We can put Matt down here. We'll put Art right here.
Yeah, we could probably move us all down a little bit.
Move you across. Get a little bigger.
That's right, Ben. Put us in our
You
place.
don't need to be so big, Ben.
You will be blessed. Well, the bigger I have that, the more I can make the map, I think, a little bigger.
Hey, Ben, if you make them too big, they're going to be out of the stream.
Well, no, my map is going to adjust a second. This, the camera that I'm having is going to follow suit where I am. So, let me see.
Is there any way to get rid of the icons that run along the bottom?
No, it's just going to basically be what you guys are
Okay.
seeing. Okay. I'll also put Art up here with me. Sorry, people, as we're doing a little adjusting. Alright, that's pretty large, I hope.
That's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're just simulating how we shuffle around the table when we normally do a regular tabletop game. So.
Exactly. I can't see nothing. I can make it a little bigger there. Alright, so welcome to Old Ways of Spero. This is episode 2. I have dubbed it Saving Sir Thomas, which has seemed to be where our heroes have been going. We'll start it right from the top. Art, you can introduce yourself and going from you, then go straight down as we are on Vorpal board. Who you are and who you're playing.
I am Art. I'm playing Ash Kaligo, Priest of Cross.
I'm Stephanie. I play Balin the Rogue with an attitude.
I'm Carolyn, and I am trying to hold back my attitude. And I'm the fighter. I'm the heir, the lady.
And I am Imsale. I am the ranger and scout of the party.
I'm Nathan. I play Ian Spire, and I am the cannon fodder. The bard of the group.
Well said.
I'm Matthew. I'm playing Falsa Doom, town guard, militiaman, and leader of the town guard, as well as kind of the head investigator of the legal system of the town.
Jeremy. I'm playing Yajiro. Kind of a unique individual that is very charismatic and also shady to a point.
All right.
Hey, Naughty Bartek, you should change your name to your real name. Lee, I'm talking to you.
Yes.
He likes that name.
It's his alter ego.
Alias.
That's who he is when he gets really mad.
Really mad. All right. Leave everything else going on. If not, I'll take this and fix it up going from there. But we are starting up. All right, as you guys recall before, you've just known that the two ladies, the oldest, but the female of the daughter of Lord Caldwell, has finally returned to Wellshire. And not only that, her cousin has returned. So giving us a little bit more legitimate bloodlines to the Caldwell position in Wellshire. But however, when you return, you have found out that Lord Caldwell has not been doing a lot of actual work or ruling lately. The steward, Mr. Winston Powell, has taken over a lot of control. As everyone's just kind of gone about their daily business, Ash running the church, Thilsa running the guard, Yujiro helping out with a lot of the fashions and the styles that's going on in Wellshire, and then, Ian pretty much just, living his lazy life, as we have all come to find out, and M. Shale scouting and foraging and hunting other things. Life has gone alright, not great under the steward's rule. As you guys all got settled in, got to kind of know each other again, and everyone sort of some way or another got brought together into the Wellshire estate home, we found out that the youngest to Carowin, Thomas Cadell, has been sent off on a very errant mission with some of the Wellshire riders. When you guys have tracked what was going on, you've discovered that he found a goblin tribe, and that tribe apparently was luring him in. And your Wellshire riders mysteriously, curiously, have abandoned their support to you, leaving you guys yourself to find the cave that you did, to go in after Thomas and see if you can rescue him. So we are at that cave. I'm just going to need a marching order of who wants to lead going into the tunnel network of the cave.
I'm the scout.
That means Charlie is going to lead.
I think I had said I was right behind him generally.
All right. Who would be next?
I'd like to be behind that.
Okay.
I'll be behind her.
Okay.
I'd like to be somewhere in the middle.
That makes you pretty much next after that.
Yeah, Yajiro will just take up the rear.
Okay. You were going to be kind of light blue today. All right. So Miles, unfortunately, is not feeling very well. He may pop on a little bit late, so he's going to cover the exit out to make sure nothing is being sabotaging you guys from your escape. That will leave the last model there. So.
Any more?
You know, from an in character point of view, that may not sit well with me.
Him staying behind?
Ilian is kind of young, is he?
Yeah.
You not?
Guarding the rear, watching the exit, and being who he is. You know, living on the farm and doing the things he does.
You
I'm
want to
not
stay?
sure that I'm comfortable.
Role play it out. What do you want to do? They're ready to go in to go save Thomas. Do you wish to remain behind to cover your mysterious farmer boy?
Well, no, I don't wish to remain behind, but I'm saying he may not be the best to kind of leave behind. You know, from a myriad of details.
Well, I don't feel comfortable going inside a cave with goblins. I think I'm best guard duty. Would you deny me that?
No, I can see why, you know, you may not want to go into a cave with goblins. That's a fair point. But well, I just don't know. I mean,
Are you armed?
He has
Ask him if he's armed.
he has a dagger, I think,
Do you have a weapon?
or a
He has
stick.
he has a staff.
Okay, he has a stick, a big stick.
He has
Is
a
it
big stick.
Carry a big stick.
I can stay behind with Ilian
No,
if
you
you would
guys-
like, Dulce.
You'll be fine. I can run.
In my travels before I came to
Just
this
shout loud.
village, I can tell you that many a seasoned monk has done quite well with big sticks.
See, I'll be fine.
I do agree with Dulce that you don't look like the monk type, Ilian. You look a little scrawny, but,
Hey,
you know.
I'll be okay. I have tricks. All right, Amshal, you're going to lead this on?
yeah, I
Yes,
suspect you do.
as I
All right, I
go.
guess
Sorry, continue. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I suspect you do have tricks. So I will, I guess, lead from the rear on this one, and I'll follow up behind everybody.
Okay. Amshali, what would you like to do?
I just wanted to let you know that I am rolling with a 21 passive perception
21. Sounds
and
good.
a 15 passive investigation.
Okay.
Isn't that cute?
All right. You,
That 21.
as you get to that corner, will find. Do you have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll perception. Your passive is not gonna help you because you can't see.
You have a torch lit or something?
I do not have a torch lit at this moment, but knowing that I'm seeing absolutely nothing of any note, I'm at a 10. I will light a torch.
You rolled a 10?
I did roll a 10.
Okay.
Well, it adds up to a 10. I actually rolled a bit less than that.
Give me a dexterity save at disadvantage, please.
$14.
All right, you barely get past a large spear that launches at you. You will take some damage. Art, you're behind him. I need you to make a dexterity save at disadvantage as well, because you cannot see in the dark, correct?
No.
So, lead, you will take 1 point of damage.
Alrighty.
So I think you have too many characters there, Ben.
Oh yeah, he's stayed behind.
Well, no, because the yellow. So the yellow is Dulce, and Dulce
The
said that he wanted.
Amshale, Ash, Carowin, Balin, Ian, you, and Thulsa. There's 7 of you.
Okay, so the yellow bottom is supposed to be Ian, which is orange. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, the
All
light
right.
might be a little high on what's going on. What was your roll, Ash?
11.
The spear hits you on its way past. You also will take a point of damage.
Ow.
And it stops. Kind of falling right before you, Carowin. So your scouts have cried an injury. And now you light a torch?
Yes. And I will stow the bow and pull out the rapier.
I don't
Ben, I messaged you on Facebook.
Yes.
have a torch.
When you started, did you have it going? Is that what you're asking?
When we entered the woods.
Okay. It'll be 6 hours. You
It's been 6 hours since then?
You've been tracking. This is all a tracking process.
Okay, never mind then.
And you have not rested.
As a reminder, I do have a special longsword.
Which is the warning? Okay. What's the distance of that?
Ben, I do have dark vision.
Cool.
300 feet.
Reroll your dex.
I forgot.
30 feet, Ben.
Okay, thank you.
Same result, basically. I got a 10.
Okay, you just saw it coming this time. You saw Amshel barely move, and you got hit pretty hard, like on the side of it, and then it kind of clipped you, and then just fell behind you. Yeah. So you two stopped it from hitting the lady, though.
with
All
their
right.
bodies.
Amshala, you have the torch glowing.
Yes.
I'm actually going to, since we're in an area where we might end up in combat, I'm actually going to use one of my abilities and touch Lee's character on the shoulder. Use Vigilant Blessing and give him advantage on his next initiative roll.
Okay.
I will suggest that we space ourselves at least 5 feet apart as we continue, so that a trap sprung by one does not hit all.
Okay.
And I will move slowly enough to seriously be looking for additional traps.
You guys all agree to that? 5 feet apart?
Yeah.
Seems to make
Sure.
sense.
Carowin will grimace because she's very eager, but she'll agree.
Alright. That's where it's going to start right now.
And that,
So Lee, don't forget your next initiative rolls at advantage.
got it.
All right. Since I am but a lowly human, I'm also going to pull out a torch and light it, since we're going to a dark tunnel.
Okay.
Oh shit. Hey,
All right.
I can share my dark vision too.
Sweet. How do you do that?
So I can share it with up to three willing creatures I can see within 10 feet of me. So there's 3 people within 10 feet of me. I'll do it.
How do you do it, though?
Lasts for an hour.
Do you make a statement of your blessings with cross?
Yeah, no, I was just reading the rule on it. I'll say, as we enter the night, cross blesses you with the ability to see through the darkness. And 3 closest will now have dark vision.
I set the torch down at here and continue on, leaving the torch for somebody who cannot see.
Okay, so Amshale's going to get it. Who are the other 2?
Carowin and
I can't tell who the next.
Balin.
Balin.
and Balin.
Okay.
Phelan, yeah.
So the ladies of Welshire also have dark vision. All right. Amshala, you're moving forward?
Yeah.
Correct.
Within 10 feet, that's all I had.
And I will stow the rapier again and go back to the short bow.
My sword is out. I think it goes without saying.
Same. Sword and shield.
Okay. As you get to the area, a large, pretty much, area opens up. Mshala, you and Ash will see a number of goblins lined up against the wall. One of them in the far back with a deep voice, which is apparently was holding Thomas, yells something in a guttural tongue. Who of the group speaks Goblin?
I do.
Okay, Amshali does. Anybody else? Okay.
Why would I speak that weird language?
Checking.
Well done.
No, I was a little more exotic in my travels, so I did not learn Goblin.
Lee, I have
I've never
sent
wanted
you,
to have a conversation.
I have
with a
sent
goblin.
you in chat what the goblin says.
Aha. Okay. Give me one moment.
We can hear the sound travel from ahead of us, though, right?
You heard something in that voice, a guttural tongue, yell something down from the thing. So you know they've made their encounter. I'm going to see what he does, and then we're pretty much likely going to be rolling initiative soon.
I'm going to step forward like 5 feet and say, "Stay in Goblin." Actually, let me type that to you, and then I'll say it in Goblinese.
All right, what were you going to say? You're saying in Goblin?
And I say, "It prese."
Yeah, what he said.
You missed a
Repeat
great
that?
opportunity for Ham's eggs
Did you
cheese.
type it to me?
I did.
It's taking a bit for this goblin to translate.
I have a northern goblin accent.
Yeah, different dialects.
It's taken him a little bit to pick on it. He's a little underground boy. All right. Now, before I do anything at the moment, Ash, you're the first in line. What would you like to do? M-Shale has... You see the scene, because obviously you can see where your model is. And you have dark vision, so you see all the goblins. And there's some exchange going on between the goblin, big goblin, and Amshali. And their tone does not sound like they have a rapport with each other, just in case you're curious.
Who you asking? Me?
Yes. You are Ash.
I would have stepped forward just
Oh.
that 1 5-foot square bend to give room for other people to get
Yeah.
into the room.
You'll get 5 feet before that could cause a lot more problems if you go farther.
Right. I just wanted to
Goblin-
give room so people could go around me if need be.
Well, you have a feeling that that could erupt because these goblins. Give me an insight for a second. I'll give you advantage since you're speaking goblin.
10.
Does it
still
appear to
see-
me that
You can
the
still
goblin
see
leader was threatening?
anger and agitation. So this is a hostile situation, even a hostage situation. So you just don't think you can just walk
Alright.
up as a negotiation tactic.
Yeah, I'm not trying to walk up in negotiation. I'm just trying to move that one step forward, and my hands are gonna be kind of like, just so there's room to the left and to the right of me for my party to filter in.
Right. But
'Cause
as
if we
more
have to
come
go,
in,
I want them to be able to get around me.
but as more come in, you think you'll lose it. You'll lose it. Are goblins your favorite enemy?
They will be in 1 minute.
But is it a pre-generated character generation? I should say.
Well, actually, I took the modified the Tasha's version of it, so I have to study a foe for 1 minute, and they become my favorite enemy, and I get an extra D4 when I attack them. So
Okay.
I'm
That's not
basically
gonna help
trying.
you.
I'm basically trying to buy myself a minute, and then I will know a few other things about them, but basically I'm trying to buy myself that minute, so I've got
Okay,
it.
not a minute yet. Ash, now what would you like to ask questions, or what would you like to do?
I'm curious. Does it seem like he's threatening us? Basically,
You may get an
So,
insight check
leader.
as well.
I don't speak Goblin.
Yeah, but you're a
Body
defender
language says
watcher.
a lot.
I will give you advantage as well. So roll an insight check with advantage.
I already rolled one, so that's 15, and then 15.
Okay, so
15.
goblins are still humanoid in appearance and stuff like that. They still have many of the expressions that any person would have. So this is a warband, and you know that they are in a combat engagement by your assessment. So you can tell that this is probably, you're in the aggressive part of conversations with this group. The boss, who's in the corner, you can't see all too well because he's holding a dagger to Thomas's throat, and it's pressed pretty solidly there. He looks like he knows what he's doing, what he wants, and he doesn't look like he's in a particularly good mood. And but you don't know what he said. That's one of your issues.
Then I will
You're
straight
next.
up ask Amshale, what did he say? And I will move up with Amshale.
Okay.
Left or right
I
of
will
me?
put my sword away, actually, for now.
The
Left or
goblins
right of
near
me?
you are very
Right next
tense.
to you.
Their
Yeah,
blades
but
are.
left or right?
I'm gonna leave you there because if you think you step forward, that goblin probably is gonna knife you. So are you happy staying right there?
Yep, I will put my sword away and pull out my holy symbol, though.
Okay. And he did
A
ask
little
you a
less
question, Mshale, so you may reply.
He said, lay down our arms or he kills the boy.
Huh,
You got Carowin and
that's not an option.
Balin, you hear that as well, because that's close enough. And Ian, you also hear that. That's within distance enough to hear. Are you all set now?
Art, are you all
Art,
set?
You all set? Anything you want to do?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Okay.
Let me know when I can say a quick prayer and cast a spell.
I will let you know. that
Actually,
the
how
boss
far
rate-
away are they?
I think
How far away is Thomas?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet from you. I'm going to give you an in-game mechanic knowledge.
Oh, I need 10 more.
The boss is in a ready reaction state. So if a certain action happens, he is going to use a reaction. Okay? And that will interrupt any action that any player takes.
Yeah,
Take note of that. That's game mechanics. I'm helping anybody who's kind of new to this. So basically let you know, a ready action is something you can take. You cannot do extra attacks off ready actions or anything like that. They're a set action economy that you can use. The goblin boss and those goblins along the wall are all in that state. They knew you were coming. They prepared for you to come. And when something hits that state, they will immediately get a reaction a reaction to that type of action that a player takes. Okay. So you could cast your spell, or you can do anything
spell
for that
is-
matter, because you just took 3
No,
actions.
no, I didn't realize that was what we're looking at.
Okay. So Carowin, you are next.
No, it's cool. No, I didn't realize what was there.
That's fine.
I'm gonna put away my sword and
Okay.
sheathe my sword. I'm going to move forward and not tear. I don't know how to want to play this. Part of me wants to gently push Ash behind me.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. With prodding, would Ash move if I put a finger on his chest and went, get out of my way?
If I'm getting the idea that you want to go by to talk, I will let you go by, but I will not leave less than 5 feet. I will be right next to you the whole time.
Okay. I will switch places with you two then.
That works.
So you're...
And
Yeah,
I
I get
will.
that you want to come up and talk. I get it.
I will.
I'm getting the impression that you're trying to negotiate with them, right?
I will look at the boss, and I will whisper to M. Shell, translate, and then she's gonna do a head bow, and she's gonna say, "What do you want with him?"
Go grandanta lakya poya.
This is awesome.
Well done, Lee.
The orc boss goes, Urukasha, screw the bug.
I love it.
I mean, at least he didn't go to get it.
Agalaka bada. He wants to barter for the boy's life.
I feel like we're at Jabba's palace right now. This is amazing.
Right? Manga no wana.
Vanta pudu.
Ooh, the voodoo.
Java!
Oh, wanda wanda. All right, that's what it is. So there was the reply.
What does he want to bargain?
I think it's your turn to make an offer.
Can I move up? Because I'd like to know what's going on.
In a minute. This is a quick little exchange, but you are hearing that this talking has been pretty loud enough.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her one more free action to reply, or so to speak, to talk.
It was out for cash.
Yeah. Ask him. Does he want gold? Does he want a favor? Who put him up to this?
Laka saka saini go.
That was quick.
He goes. Let me type this before I go too far.
That didn't sound like 3 questions, Shelley.
Mm-hmm. Gold is just one question.
They're actually just sharing recipes right now. You know, body time.
He goes.
Mhm.
Which translates to butterscotch oatmeal cookies are better than oatmeal raisin.
You puta.
That's actually how it translates to in kobolds.
Yeah.
It's a little close, but you're talking about your recipe. I was funny as out of context. I was watching the Joe Coy Netflix special. That's what he mentioned that Filipinos call Mexican swear words desserts. So it could be a real thing. It's not something that could be that far fetched. All right, so you may.
He looks at Carowin. He looks back at the boss, and he says, "No, lakalarashi shia power." And I
What?
point to Carowin and say that she's the the air.
Okay.
What did
He makes
say?
he makes another comment more or less to you. Who is she? At that moment, Balin, what would you like to do?
I want to look around to see if there's like possible traps around us or like things up on the ceiling that could fall on us, so that would hurt.
Perception check, disadvantage, because this is underground.
Okay.
And we're humans. Lowly, lowly humans. Never forget that.
Lowly. You're all lowly here.
Well, she has dark vision.
Right, but she's also not accustomed to be delving in caves.
Which one did you say?
Not a cave dweller.
Perception at disadvantage.
Perception. Disadvantage.
Hey Ben, how high are the ceilings?
Come on.
They're about 30 feet.
Okay.
10.
I mean, there are stalagmites up there. This is not a tunnel mined and walled, so there could be some type of devices that you would probably use that could drop stalagmites on people. But you're not sure. You don't see any other devices around. The one that you kind of like got through the tripwire seems to be the only one, and you can reason that it may truthfully be that way because this is the entrance. That you didn't go very far in this cave, so this wouldn't be a heavy layer. Like there seems to be something that might be going off in another direction.
Well, I kind of want to stay more quiet because they seem to put two and two together that Carowin and Thomas are related. They don't know that I'm related to them.
Okay.
To see if that.
Give me a hide in shadows check. Stealth check. You're gonna do a stealth check.
Okay. Go back. Nine.
All right. Let me see how the goblins are. Okay. So you feel like you've gone into the shadows. All right. I will go to Ian. What would you like to do?
I think for this second, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
You too. All right. I don't have any invisibility. All right, you go invisible. Thulsa, this is your predicament. Ian just disappeared in front of you. He waved his hand. You heard something that sounded like a spell, and then he vanished in front of you. Balin, on the other hand, is tucked in the corner.
When you say tucked in the corner, does that mean I know where she's at?
Correct.
Okay. But it appears that she's trying to not be noticed.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay quiet and not be a focus of anything.
Right. So she's looking like she's sneaking, but she's not really sneaking is kind of what we're down to here.
Yeah. Sneaking to them, not sneaking to you.
I mean, she's lit up from our perspective, right? Because we have torches. Like I have a torch in my hand because I can't see in the dark, so she's lit up from the back with my torch.
Pretty much, in a way. You can see her.
In the front,
don't tell nobody.
She wouldn't be.
Yeah, but if you guys are all staring at her right now, you're totally blowing her cover.
And did anybody else? I didn't catch it. I intended to pick up Imshali's torch that he set down.
Sure.
If nobody else picked it up.
Nobody picked it up.
Okay, so that's what I have in hand is the torch. Well, I feel I kind of need to move forward, although I understand there's some talking going on, so I will do it casually, slowly, so that they can realize that I'm not like charging or whatever. I'm just kind of moving up to get into, casual conversation range.
Okay. You'll get next to Carowin.
But not trying to derail the conversation.
Understood. All right, Yujiro, what would you like to do?
Uh,
Same description I gave to Thulsa has happened for you.
Well, when I see Ian disappear, I smirk because I think it's kind of funny. And I will. Oh, sorry. Are you still trying to remain behind everybody, or can I not get past you?
You could get past him.
No, you could get past me. I commented that I would be bringing up the rear because you and I hadn't put our place in line yet, so I figured I was at the back since everybody else had already set their place in line. So
Sounds good to me. All right, I'm gonna move up behind. I'll move up behind Ash.
So you're gonna fully move very quickly.
Nope. I'm just gonna slowly walk up. Actually, you know what? I won't even go that far. I'll go up
You'll be behind.
behind Thulsa, and I'll stop right there.
Okay, that's a very even pace. All right, I'm Shali. Back up to you. In the negotiations.
So, I want to try something a little interesting.
Okay.
I wish to be persuasive.
Yeah.
Well, no. I wish I'm gonna speak, but the goal is to have Carowin be the intimidating one. I figure she's already angry,
Okay.
so and I want them to pay attention to her and her anger. So I'm basically going to say the words as though as though they were what she said earlier, because she did speak longer than what I spoke, and then I will now say what I was going to say.
Okay.
Can I do anything to help him?
Well, he's gonna already give her intimidation because he's setting this up for that. But he wants to roleplay his goblin speaking, which is cool.
Lakashawa ala pawa. Rakafa lafar. Boya. Angre. Power. Masav. Baga. Raka lashasha. Or
All right, Carowin, you will now roll an intimidation check at advantage for Shali's blatant display of intimidation help to you. As let's see how the negotiations go.
I'm gonna look at him and go. What did you say?
He said, "Cookies and cream."
With sprinkles on top.
With sprinkles.
I got it.
I know. I'm literally asking him.
19 plus 2, so 21.
21.
You guys do a mental high five.
The goblin goes, "Uparaka chua, usa, the order," and he cuts Thomas's throat. Everyone's going to not roll initiative.
Dun dun dun.
On D&D Beyond, please roll initiative.
and I'm at advantage.
You're at advantage, correct?
So am I.
Your advantage. It didn't roll advantage for me, but I have advantage.
Yeah, if you just right click on it and you
Hey,
can select
that'll help.
advantage.
Yeah. Well, it told me I had advantage, and I thought it would do it automatically, but it didn't. But
Nope.
it's a nice waste of a natural 20 down to a 19.
Yeah, you have to right click
Not
on it
very
and
agile.
choose the advantage.
Yeah,
And
it
then
never
it'll roll
does it
twice.
auto.
Yeah, I thought it.
My
I thought it
character
would
in-
automatically.
in-
It's my first time doing that, so.
It's okay. We forgive you. Just as
Yeah, I can fix anyone that didn't go right. So.
I rolled it twice, so I got a 3 and a 19. So I'll take that 19, I think.
Yep. Okay. He's out, so that looks good. All right. All right. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. All right.
Ben, did Tomas get a chance to respond to me?
Yeah, he sounded like.
Hey.
Give me a second, and I will give you something.
Okay.
Jerry, you're brutal.
No shit.
But you're
Never
not
letting
wrong.
him.
But you're not wrong.
Never entrusting my children with him.
That makes it sound like you considered it at some point.
I mean, he lives close to me, so I may have. And his wife has been a big help to me. No thanks to Jeremy.
And I have children of my own, so, you know.
And that means I don't know your kids. They could be assholes.
I mean, they are.
I mean, one went in the Marine Corps.
There's nothing wrong with that action.
All right, so you get that. All right, Goblin F. That is him. He is going to rush Mshali because Mshali is in the lead. Mshali's armor class is 16.
Yes.
Let us see how D&D Beyond dice rolled today. And they are in line with the DMing rolling that I get all the time. A natural 1. He slips in front of you. He is... That guy will be prone in front.
And for the record, since it's being recorded, I love my children.
We know you do.
For the record,
Only because it's being recorded, though.
Because it's being recorded.
All right.
I love your wife.
Goblin A, because he thinks you're now distracted from his foolish friend, who you're laughing at, who fell on prone, is going to try to stab you. But apparently you're wild to all their tricks, Mshale. He also misses. Those are some very fast goblins. Okay, Ash, it is you, sir. There is a goblin right
I'm going
next
to
to you.
move straight ahead, right? Don't even care. I'll take the attacks of opportunity.
Ooh, all right. Let's get... So you're going to go straight ahead. Let's first get... How far are you going? 1, 2... Where would you like to put your arrow? So you got your white arrow.
My full move, 30 feet.
That's going to go...
Yep.
5, 10, 15,
Right down the middle of the room, straight
20,
towards Thomas.
25, 30. So right there. Do you want to use a stash action to go past
Yep,
that?
it's the best I can do.
Holy Lord.
Nope,
right.
because I'm going to use another action while I'm doing it.
1, 2,
Nope.
3...
No, I don't want to dash.
Don't want to dash. All right. We said 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well,
25.
I still want to take a regular action, too.
Okay, yep. So first, let me get 3.
If I dash, I can't take another action.
Yes, 3 attacks of opportunity on you.
Yep.
That one will hit you, 18. You will take... Ouch. 8 slashing damage.
God damn it.
Number 2. Apparently, they do not like priests. That one hits you.
Well, I'm going to be dead soon.
3 slashing damage.
I thought I reminded everybody we're only second level.
And the last one will miss. So, now you are free with your action and bonus action.
I'm going to hold my holy symbol up high and say, everyone stay with me and Cross will protect you and heal you along the way. And I will activate my Twilight Sanctuary Channel Divinity. So 30 feet around me is a sphere of twilight. It lasts for a minute or until I'm incapacitated or die, which is real close. When a character, including me, ends its turn in the sphere, I can grant the creature one of these benefits. Grant it 1d6 plus 2 temporary hit points, or end an effect on it causing it to be charmed or frightened. I think I'm going to grant myself 1d6 plus 2 temporary hit points.
Sounds good.
Because I'm ending my action.
Okay.
I mean, I just took all that beating, so.
You did, and you're like now in the center of all the goblins.
Well, I also like to. So 7. How do I do? All right. So I gave myself 7 temporary hit points.
Okay. So add that in.
But there's now a 30-foot sphere of twilight emanating from. Yeah.
And what does that else do to everybody else? Or enemies?
So everybody can see the 30 feet around me, though.
Oh, okay. So now they're not hiding anywhere. All right.
Right. I've illuminated the room.
Goblin D. Oh, Carowin, I think you've asked for a little love. You are armor class 18 as well.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to put up your shield quick enough to block that goblin's attack. All right, so that goblin is done. Ian, you are next. You are invisible.
Yeah, I had some issues with the board.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta fix your.
You might have to
There you go.
come in and out because your audio is pretty crappy too. But you can type what you want to do too to me. I can do that.
Yeah, I can't even understand that.
Better?
Yeah, that's
better.
That's much better.
Yeah, I had issues with the board. I restarted it, and
Cool.
after I said I went invisible, it stopped. So, I want to. How far can I move up?
You have 30 feet of movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is a regular move up to there.
All right, yeah, move me up to there.
Okay.
And now I can pretty much see everything around that.
Correct.
Okay. Then I know it'll drop my invisibility, but screw it. I'll cast Sacred Flame. Can I reach the one of the ones next to Ash?
What's the distance? 60 feet?
60 feet.
You can hit anyone down the tunnel, so you can hit anybody.
All right. I'll hit the
one right next
that
to
one right next to Ash with it.
Okay. That is Goblin.
1d8.
G will have to make a saving throw versus dexterity.
Oh.
Of course, you went for the G.
No, it's a 1d. Yeah, it's Dex, so
Dex.
he has to beat a 13.
13?
Yeah.
He fails with an 8.
All right.
So do the damage.
Kill that G.
Roll. 7 points of damage.
Yeah, he erupts into flame and screams and falls to the ground dead.
Awesome. And I should no longer be invisible because I attacked.
You are very right.
Hey, Ben, is it too much to ask that I do the bonus action I forgot while I was getting all excited about running into a room and getting killed?
I will give it to you, seeing we're so early in levels. What's your bonus action?
All right. Yeah, I cast Shield of Faith on myself to increase my armor class to 20.
That's very helpful.
It's a bonus action. So.
I will definitely give that to you after you gave me 2 free hits on you. That seems nothing but fair. All right, you have a bonus action.
Yeah, I probably should have done that first.
Ian?
Nope. I'm just gonna do that, and I'll just wait.
All right, Goblin C. Where is he? There he is. Oh, and Shali. They love you in the lead. My God, Lewanika, this seems to be the night that I just decide not to hit you, and I just hit Art all night long. I think that's what's going to happen. All right, after casting aside the Thomas, though, the boss is going to go for Ash. And he's got 2 attacks. So you are AC 20 now?
I'm now at 20. Yep. Not a lot of hit points.
I'm at a lot. You block the first one easily with the shield. His second attack. You are damn lucky you put the Shield of Faith on. With the blessings of Cross, you just narrowly. Your hair fell from your head from that swipe coming that close.
He didn't block it with his amazing shield.
Wearing a helmet, so we cut off some of the.
Well, he did the first one. Goblin H has a bow, and he's just going to shoot you at point blank range.
At disadvantage.
Not very bright.
Well, he's not. Well, I say at point blank, meaning he's
goblin.
got 6 feet to shoot him at.
Oh.
He just got enough distance. All right, Ash, you are doing well. You're taking on the whole guys. Balin, you are next. He missed.
Are there any goblins that are like I can use my short bow like direct?
Yeah, there's a goblin. There's one right here. He's kind of behind on the corner. So you could
I want to use my.
get a shot at him.
I would like to use my short bow and try and disintegrate him.
Let's see. He was. All right. He knows that you're there though, so you're not gonna get advantage.
Okay.
You weren't as sneaky. So just a
happens.
regular attack.
Oh no, my thing froze.
But if you wish, you can attack 2 other goblins in front of Amshali, and then you automatically get advantage because that's the rogue ability.
Okay, I do that.
That's the rogue loveliness.
The rogue loveliness.
Great, hold on. I'm using the app and it froze for a second.
No problem.
Great.
Don't shoot the one that's prone.
No, it's not that guy.
Yeah, disadvantage on prone.
Amshali brought plenty of attention to himself. Him and Ash, they've got all the love.
That's our M. Chalet. Never knows exactly how to, to speak in the room.
I think it was speaking pretty well. It was an amazing job of the hunt scene. I'm tickled with it.
Do I just do
Can't hear you,
D20?
Lee.
Because the whole thing
You muted.
froze. So I have to try and restart it.
Okay,
But is it just D20? Because I can do it over here.
you can do whatever you want. I just needed D20 for your initiatives. It just auto fills it in. It's super easy that way.
Oh.
You can use dice. Just tell me what you got.
I'm trying to figure out where to do the attack. Oh, it's working now. How do I do the attack in the app?
You just press the
Go to your
box,
actions,
that little action
Wait.
box, and it'll, where that plus is,
and there's one that says hit,
and
and you're going to click on that button.
but right click it so
But
it
you're going to
kinda-
right click it and hit advantage.
Well, I'm on the app on my phone because I can't do it on my computer
It
right
still
Oh,
should.
so
Go for
hold
it.
your finger on the button,
now. Okay.
and then you should see advantage and disadvantage come up.
I got the advantage part. Now I just need to do the roll. So do I
So
go
just
to the
click advantage,
Okay. Did that.
and
So
if it
then
doesn't roll it right there, then just click on the button right after that, and it should roll it for you.
Okay. Roll.
It's a pretty slow system in some aspects. Even when you see the dice roll and you're like, please stop.
Terry has this problem every other Monday
I know,
night.
I hear it all the time. I've seen it too, especially when you roll a bunch of damage dice. You're just like, please.
Balin rolled a custom 3.
Sorry, my neighbors are very loud. So it said 3, but it didn't do the advantage.
Roll it again.
All right, so roll again, and then we'll just add them.
Yeah, we'll just take the best.
So when you're rolling, it shouldn't be coming up as custom.
I know.
Mm-mm.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, we'll help you with that, but you have to go to the action tab and then choose the plus on the weapon as opposed to rolling from the dice.
Oh, see, that's what I needed.
It's all good.
That's what I did too.
New players.
Yep.
This is what Old
We will
Ways is all
come
about.
through it.
It's a little bit different.
Wait, hold on. There we go. But there's still no advantage.
Roll it again.
So there's no advantage on damage. So you click the damage button, not the hit button.
Oh,
There
there
you
you
There
go.
we go.
There you go.
Yay!
Yay!
And did you roll? And you roll damage, so I'm gonna give you the damage. And
Okay.
That's gonna kill the goblin. Anyway, you don't need your
Something good came out
yeah,
of
you
it.
don't need your close combat damage. He doesn't have that many hit points. But number
I didn't go to
two-
college or community college, so I majored in dance in high school. So
Don't worry. We all
go with
go
that.
through. We all go through growing pains on learning these apps sometimes and systems. Trust me, I've been playing with Leave and Equal 3 years now on these things, and there's growing pains.
Yeah.
On his part and my part. Last night he was trying to help me through Owlbear, where I was like, "Oh my God, this room is gigantic." So
hey, at least I'm giving people time to think of what to do. So you're welcome.
yeah, that's the whole plan.
Yeah.
All right, Yujiro, you're next.
Oh, thank God, I'm done.
All right. So
Yeah,
I
you've killed a
will.
goblin.
Yes.
I will move up to next to Shale
Yeah. Goblin in the corner.
and Goblin in the corner. No, I'm gonna hit the one directly in front of him, Shale.
That one is over on the corner prone, so this is the only one you can get without. Unless you want to go by him, because he already used his attack of opportunity.
Yeah. So I want to go by him, and I want to attack the one that's prone.
Okay. There's the one prone and there's one standing.
I'm gonna attack the one that's prone.
Okay, advantage?
Actually, you know what? I'll hit the one that's standing,
Not advantage.
Cause why not? So I'm going to for my bonus action cast Wrathful Smite,
Okay.
and as I grab my sword, it begins to light up, and as I draw it to slash the enemy or next to him, Shale,
Mm-hmm.
my blade lights up green with a glowing flame.
Okay.
And
Dirty 20?
dirty 20.
You know that hits.
So he's gonna get
Lots of damage.
9 plus a d6. So he's gonna take 12 damage.
Is that the fire and slashing? And then on top of
So he's gonna take 12, and then the goblin on the ground is gonna take 5 fire damage.
ouch. This one is lit.
One of my absolute favorite spells, by the way. Great spell. Thank
It is
you.
a great spell. That was D. Alright, D, where are you? You are
What spell was that?
Green Flame Blade.
Green flame blade.
C gets. Alright, you are done, sir?
Funky shunku stuff that we just call it that.
Yes, I believe I'm done.
Alright, Amshale. He is smited right in front of you. He just burst in flame and blood and gore all near you. The prone one is pretty badly on fire right now as he's like screaming. And you're gonna do some goblin talk, I see.
Yep, I am going to look directly at the goblin boss and paying no attention to anything that's going on around me. I'm assuming I've had my minute to gain my favorite enemy status, and I'm going to fire at the goblin boss.
Okay.
If
you miss-
and just to make sure.
You shoot art.
Well, I'm going to move a little bit. I want to shift around So like I'm basically going to be adjacent to, like, I'm not going to give anybody an attack of opportunity, but I'm going to move around to the side so I'm able to shoot without.
But he's in combat. I'm just letting you know if you miss.
Okay. So I'm going to.
Just don't miss.
Yeah, I'm basically going to look at him and say.
Not miss.
Don't say it, Lee. Don't say it.
Or old Alanis comes back.
Lock
You're not the only one that can make the shot. Don't say it.
Lakarush Bagan Goblanondo.
He
You'll
might,
see doom.
he might have said it in Goblin.
And I will fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have some rogue, right?
I do.
So you have advantage.
That's going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, you know that hits.
And
Thank God.
Thank God. Art, knows old Alanis.
that's going to be 8 piercing, and I do get my sneak attack damage for 1d6.
I know how this works.
So that's 10 points of sneak attack, or 10 points total piercing damage.
8 and 4 is 12. Am I seeing that right?
Oh, I'm sorry, 12. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a
Game log.
scout, not a mathematician,
Game
Jim.
log helps D&D fans. So you nail it. He's got a big arrow. He's like, he's sucking in air. He might have replied, but now he's sucking air pretty hard.
He's sucking wind.
Pretty bad, yeah. So Thulsa. Initiative 12.
Art, does Ash have a weapon in hand?
Has a holy symbol right now.
Nope, still brandishing his holy symbol.
All right. Then hopefully this doesn't hurt. Ash, my friend, we're all coming. Hold on. So I'm going to step up.
Oh, did I gain temporary hit points?
4.
For Ash's sphere, Dome of Twilight.
Oh, right.
30 foot.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Let me see here.
Carowin.
Yeah.
Judo,
So anybody who's
Shaolin.
within 30 feet will. I got to make some rolls.
You got to make some rolls. And okay, and as he's making rolls, put him in chat. So
All right. So
just put it in chat. Let him know. Also, what would you like to? You said move up.
Yeah, I'm going to move up kind of into the slot at the top there.
In that, all right. There is a goblin right in the corner.
I don't know how to do that.
And so I said,
In
Ash,
Facebook
my
chat.
friend, hold on. We're coming.
Facebook.
Oh,
And then
that's easy.
Mshale, plug him again. So I'm going to forego my attack. I'm going to expend one of my superiority dice, and I'm going to give Mshale another attack with a d6 extra on damage.
So he's using.
Oh, that is awesome.
You're gonna use your reaction though. I believe that takes your reaction.
No, it doesn't.
Does?
Nope.
Oh,
It's my
Oh, it
bonus. It's my bonus action to give him an action.
Oh, okay.
excellent. And this is a different turn than my original turn, so it resets my sneak attack and advantage.
Wait, what just happened?
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to be 10 on the piercing damage, and
Oh, I'm sorry. It does require the reaction.
okay, there you go.
Yeah.
No worries. I'm happy to have it take my reaction. 16 total damage.
The goblin boss drops. As the arrow hits his throat. Anything else, Tulsa? Matt, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. It was my movement, action, and bonus. Yeah, so
Carowin.
I'm all
Carowin feels a little put out because everybody got to go before her. She is, even with advantage on initiative, she is going to draw her weapon and charge forward as far as she can. I don't care about attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
She wants that boss.
He's down.
Yeah, I don't care.
Who's dead?
No, dead down or just
He
down?
looks dead down.
Okay, well then I'm
No,
gonna...
he's now prone permanently,
Oh.
but he's just prone. You can chop at him all you want.
I call it dead prone.
He's pining for the fjords.
Fighting for the field.
There is an archer next there, but I will get 2 attacks of opportunity on you.
Okay.
One will be a disadvantage because it's the prone goblin. Ooh, you will be slashed though from the goblin in the corner, closest to the screen. You will take 4 slashing damage.
She will. Do I have enough? After that, do I have enough for an attack or no?
Yeah, just hold on. You just gotta let reactions play out though.
Copy that.
So that other one will definitely miss. All right, so now you have your full lore of actions on the goblin archer.
Okay. Because he's right next to me and he just hit me, she's going to turn to him with a just, the look of pure rage in her face, even though she's not a barbarian. And she's going to attack him.
Okay, do it.
I have an 18 to hit.
That hits him.
6, 7, 8 damage.
You take his head clean off.
And she will laugh.
Okay. Everyone is laughing at the death and mayhem.
And if she's done, she can gain 6 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Copy that.
All right. The goblin gets around the corner and looks at our lazy bard that we have all called.
I killed one.
Well, it's just your earlier stuff. AC 11. That could be a little troublesome.
My AC is 14.
Oh, 14? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong guy. You and our wizard. But unfortunately, at 19, he still hit you. So you get pokey poked for 7 damage.
Okay.
How do you feel? Do you feel good?
No.
No. That is fair. Shala, you killed the boss, so you get more goblins. I need a natural 20 on Lee right now. But a 23 will work. But I rolled a 1. You take 3 damage slashing. Top
And Shala takes 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Back at the top of the round. Goblin round.
He didn't even feel it.
Stands up. He's not prone anymore. And he's going to attack your Jiro. Your AC is...
16.
16. Let's see how goblins do against you. Your sword skill is too much, Yujiro. You easily blocked because you saw him getting up. So he wasn't that slick. You deflected aside. And the other one is next to Dulsa. Dulce's armor class is 16 as well. Let us see if I roll the way I usually do against Matt. I do. Matt, you are slashed for 6 damage. 5 damage. 5 slashing damage. So goblin kind of cuts into your leg. Ash, you are next.
Is that a goblin still standing next to me?
There's one right in front of you here with a bow.
Okay.
By the way,
Can I get a medicine check? Yeah.
you have a lot of work to do. I don't envy you. I played a Twilight Cleric.
Why?
You're gonna be rolling 10 hit points every single turn.
That's wonderful.
That's cool. I'll figure this out. It's one of the things I thought was cool about doing this. So,
He's engaged.
Ben, can I get a medicine check to see what kind of spell I need to save Tomas?
He's face down, so you're gonna have to go to the body and forego attacking to do so. But you would still have a bonus action.
I will do so because
Give me a medicine check at advantage.
I don't have any medicine check at advantage. Roll.
I'm gonna holler medicine just to
19.
heal him.
Okay. You do need a healing
I
spell.
got to know which one to use.
Yep, you do need any healing spell. We'll cover.
Do I
the
need
room.
Spare the Dying first, or can I just
Spare the dying? We'll go.
so cure? I
Healing-
don't need to spare the dying.
Any cure will take care of the wound, but you will not get him out of the unconscious state or the dying state because he has poison in his system. But if you do spare the dying, you will buy yourself time. Unless you have a cure
Okay,
poison spell.
then I will do. I have Cure Wounds and I have Spare the Dying. I just want to know which one I needed to do.
But you only have a bonus action right
So
now,
you have
so
to
you got to do the
spare
one.
the dying right now. So you have to cast spare the dying because you don't have any.
All right, then I will do Spare the Dying.
All right. So you
Then I
have
cast Spare the Dying.
you have stabilized him at this moment. So now that's where you're at.
And then I will use the bonus action, my bonus action for the round to
That is
cast
your bonus
Sanctuary
action.
on it. So they have to have a save.
Nope, you moved.
What is?
You're gonna move up to him. You're gonna use your action to figure out how badly he's off, and then you're using a bonus action spare the dying to stop him from dying.
Okay.
So you are definitely done. Goblin D is dead.
Okay. Well, then we'll do that.
Ian, you are next.
Okay.
Bleeding.
And I'm gonna get myself.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the goblin in front of me.
All right, so that's a dex save.
Yeah, 13.
Oh, he saw your movements and your verbal words to him, and he dodged to the left just enough for the flame to erupt near his feet and do no harm.
Wow. Okay. And then I'm going to use Healing Word on myself.
Okay. Roll it.
Sweet, for 7.
Damn.
Back up to full.
You're good. The goblin's pissed. His reaction is like, fuck, Dad, I just got you. Well, he gutted it. Alright. The goblin on your zero. Let's see if he can get you now. Nope.
So, who is typing? Holy crap, that's loud. I think Yajiro and somebody else got swapped. Because if the light blue is me, I should be where the yellow person is.
No, you're not. You are that yellow person.
Oh, I'm yellow now. Okay.
Oh, maybe I did switch your characters that way. Yeah, you're right. I think I had the right models, but I was just using different bases. You are in the right spots, just in different base colors. We will
Perfect.
have that resolved, folks, when we get into this. All right,
Next.
Goblin H is next. That is the goblin. That is the orc. The goblin. Ash, you are attacked, and he will slash you.
Not a 20 right now.
Reaction, I
get a
am going
20?
to use protection, and that goblin gets disadvantage on the
Damn.
attack.
I just hit him.
No, you didn't.
Psych your mind.
And your skill protects your priest of Crossed. And he whiffs.
Ah.
Good job. There's your reaction. Balin. The goblin in the corner. Any goblin, really, you choose. Just take your little arrow from this thing. You can point to whoever you want. You'll have advantage with because they're all engaged with a friend of yours.
Hey, why aren't you there? There we are. I don't know, whichever one is like closest, I guess.
Well,
I
you
can't
could
really
save
see
your
it.
bard. Your bard friend has been taking a little flack lately right now. He did
Oh,
fix
well,
himself.
well,
but-
Me.
I don't like his singing.
Let's help the lazy guy out even more. Sure.
All right, so you have advantage attack on that goblin.
Forever known as the lazy guy.
You pushed that in your RP session 1. Remember?
Go there. Why do you keep doing that? Come back. Oh. All right, everybody, talk amongst yourselves because this is being weird again.
So, how y'all doing?
Ian's
Hey,
saying,
Ben.
"Save me!"
Fantastic.
Yes.
Why do you keep doing that?
Lee just brought up a good point. He sent me a message saying I should be able to give Tomas temporary hit points, but that doesn't really help because he's out, right?
This came up, remember, in our
Or have a turn.
Order of Dread. You can get temporary hit points, but they do not
I know.
revive.
Yeah.
It specifically says in the rules he can get the hit points, but they do nothing to the unconscious state. So he needs to be up and free at 1 hit point to receive the temporary hit points to go bonus on that. But
Right.
he does technically have them.
Yeah. So
And then
that's what I thought. I thought it was because he didn't have turns.
Well, remember that was what Mark did for Annabelle early when I was one hit, I think, or a couple hit
Yeah.
early in round 1. And then we talked about how he thought temporary hit points also brought someone up. It doesn't. It's not a healing spell.
there we go. 17.
That's a hit.
No, but I do know he's poisoned, right?
You do know he's poisoned, and you need the cure poison spell. So you're gonna roll your damage. Just hit the damage dice
Which I
step,
don't have access to.
and then you're gonna add, I believe, your backstab damage on your feature
Sneak attack.
sneak attack.
Just saw that. Where'd it go?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a die rollable on the character sheet.
It
Says
is,
you
have
can
to
deal
roll
an
down.
extra 1d6
All
to
right,
damage.
so hit that, and that's
No.
gonna add on top of the damage you just did of 7.
Why did it do this? Whoa. 4.
11 points of damage. So you put your arrow right in the left eye of the goblin as it went under the arm of Ian. And Ian, now you're fine. He didn't have to worry about Sacred Flame. He's got an arrow in his eye.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it, actually. I do.
Yajiro, you have a dying goblin in front of you that he's burned pretty badly.
So I don't care too much about the goblin as much as I care about Tomas. I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet up next to Carolyn, and then walk over to Tomas
Okay.
and say, Raven Queen, please give me your blessing. And my hand is going to light up, and I'm going to touch him and use my lay on hands to get rid of his poison, neutralize his poison.
Sweet. Very nicely done. All right. You feel now, Ash, that you can now use a full healing
Hey,
spell, and he should
Ben,
be
I
revived.
need some kind of check.
Check for what?
Right, I'm gonna need an Arcana check or religion check to see what the hell he just did.
Yes. Roll an Arcana check.
Religion?
First, Arcana.
No, I'm not good at that.
Well, we're not done. Carowin and you may also roll an Arcana check. Because you're all in the vicinity.
Baseline 9.
Okay.
10.
Neither one of you know where that art came from. Now you may both,
And,
you
since
both may roll religion at disadvantage.
5 points of temporary hit points, though, to you because you ended over near me.
16 on religion.
Disadvantage?
You said disadvantage on religion?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. I missed that.
It's fine.
Eh.
Mine's gonna be
9.
4.
Neither one of you have heard who he muttered when he said the Raven Queen.
4.
Okay.
You've never heard of that deity. But, Ash, you are convinced that whoever it is did grant him mystical powers because you see the green, blackish ichor of the poison that you know that was used on the blade remove itself from Thomas's body. So, well done there, Jeremy.
And I'm gonna look up at Ash and say, "Please heal him."
Yeah.
Shala, you are next, though.
On my next turn. You get your 5 hit points, right?
That's you, Jeremy.
Yep, I got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Shala, Lee.
I will target the enemy that is adjacent to Ash, so Ash doesn't get attacked again.
You will be shooting at disadvantage. You have a goblin next to you.
Oh, fully aware. I was hoping somebody would take him out, so I
I'm
wouldn't.
fine.
actually-
Kill the other guy.
Actually, it will be a straight shot because you're shooting at someone who is in base contact with your as an ally. So that would negate the disadvantage. So it's just a single die.
But would I still count that towards sneak attack?
Yes. No. You have to have advantage for sneak attack.
Okay.
Not if your target is engaged with a ally.
The sneak attack has very specific damage type. It must have the advantage state, or it doesn't. It doesn't trigger.
No. No, it doesn't. Sneak attack works when
Lee, just kill the guy
the
in front
person
of
is
you.
engaged with an ally. It does not require advantage when they are engaged.
It says when I don't have disadvantage on the rule as far as how it's written. But I wouldn't because it's negated by the fact that I also had advantage. But
Once per turn, you can deal an extra d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon if you have advantage on the attack roll. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
That's why rogues are the best.
That is, yeah, that's the part. Yep. Okay.
Yay, rogue.
all right, let's get it. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That's good. That hits.
That's going to be 6 on the regular damage and one more, so 7 total piercing damage to the one on Ash.
He is dead.
As a bonus action, I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to move to the as far away from this guy as I can in the corner, and face him so I can
Over there.
like down here.
Okay.
So if he tries to melee attack and chase after me, he's got to basically give somebody else an attack of opportunity. I'm basically going to face and be ready to shoot him on my next turn.
Well done. All right, Tulsa, you're next. You have the goblin right in that corner with you. And there are just those 3 goblins left.
All right, well, let's see here.
Lee, 8 temporary hit points.
Thank you. Since I lost my original 3, 8 is going to be nice.
All right, Lady Balin, if I'll keep this one tied up in the corner if you plug that one behind me. I appreciate it. So I, again, give up my attack. As a bonus action, I give Lady Balin, if she wants to use her reaction, an attack with an extra d6 damage.
All right, so Stephanie, you may attack that goblin.
Okay.
Straight attack, though. There's no one there.
7.
That will miss.
I can't win them all. I'm sorry.
He's good. He ducked. He is
ducked.
quick. Because he also heard, hey, shoot me, so he figured he better talk.
All right,
Yeah.
But I see him. I'm watching him.
All right, Carowin, you are next. Your brother looks like things are going well with with Yujiro and Ash over your brother, but he is still down.
Okay. Let's see. And I have no enemies directly around me, correct?
You ran them on
Just
Go-
that
go
one that.
right behind you. Go back and
yeah,
take your
those two
anger
right
out on
there.
them.
Yeah, those are the only two left.
Okay. And I shall turn around and I shall charge and attack that one directly behind me.
Go ahead.
Oh. I don't know if I like that. 16 to hit?
That hits him.
Okay, cool. 1d8. 9 damage.
Oh, you put your sword through his spinal cord. He's quite dead.
I will finish my movement and move up closer to the one beyond him.
Okay.
And gain 5 temporary hit points.
Does that stack to the 6 I had before, or
No.
does it go down to 5?
You can choose to have it overwrite your previous temporary hit points.
Okay, I'll keep the 6 I had before then, I think. Yeah.
Like I had the 5 overwrite
they don't
the
just keep
4
going
that I
up?
had
Oh,
previously.
No, they do not. It's again one of the things. All right, all these goblins are dead.
That would be too powerful.
Way too powerful. All right, Carowin. It turns and stabs back at you.
That's fine.
What was your AC?
18.
You block it.
Of course I do. I'm pissed
then-
off.
And then at Thulsa, and you block that one as well. These D&D dice, they're so well to the players. Ash, your turn.
Not when Lee uses them. He just kills people.
Hey, Ben.
Your rolls. Cure wounds
Okay.
on Thomas.
That is on
That would be
which
8.
is it on this platform here?
No, it's on the YouTube live stream. Just a bot jumped in there, and I figure we should probably get rid of him.
On the chat?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Dang bots.
Ew, advertising girls. Ew.
Do I see that? I think they might have left. Yep. So what are you doing, Ash?
I cure wounds
Cure
on
wounds.
Thomas.
Roll it.
8 points. I did 8.
All right. All right. He grasps air.
That's all I got.
All right. Well done. Ian, is you.
I'm gonna Sacred Flame, the one in front of Carowin.
All right. He needs another dex save.
DC 13.
Do your damage.
One.
Oh, you burn his shoulder, but he's still alive. Anything else?
Thank you for missing me.
It's 1 damage though. Well, he can't hit you. It's them, so it's very Pacific.
Does anyone look injured? Or does anyone look like they've taken damage?
Yeah, Ash is bleeding pretty badly, even though he's.
I think everybody's hurt at this point for the most part.
No, Balin's fine.
No,
Yajiro's
I'm fine.
fine. Amshale's a little.
Alright, I know
Carowin's
Ash,
Tulsa's hurt. Carowin's hurt.
Ash
Just a
took a
flush
lot of
wound.
damage, so I'll do a healing word on Ash.
All right, do your healing.
6.
So, Ash, you get 6 hit points back. Dead. All right,
Those are
Balin.
helpful. Very, very helpful.
Who do you wish to shoot? The one on your
Uh,
cousin, or do you wish to help your captain of the guard?
I'll try and help my cousin.
You don't have to help your cousin. I was just asking.
Yeah, but
Don't-
I'll need a favor later on, so I might as well do it.
Don't sound so put out.
Hey, Now is not the time to bring this up. All right.
Uh-oh. The goblins
Drama.
are mighty confused now.
Good thing we're not siblings, or I'd say sibling rivalry, damn it.
And it worked. It hit him.
So you're welcome.
So now roll your damage plus your backstab. Your sneak attack.
That, and then Blair.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
All right, so Balin, it goes in the right ear and sticks directly out of the left ear, and that goblin just drops.
I
And
like shiny
sprays-
things on my birthday, by the way. So just remember that.
Sprays your cousin with blood and ichor and just like.
That's what.
But
she
are
said.
you
That's what
dead?
she said. All right, Yuziro, you are next. You see a life being brought back into Thomas.
Don't die, Michelle.
All right. So let's see. I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
Just to see if there's anything celestial, fiend, or undead, and also be able to detect good and evil within 60 feet.
Pretty much detect the goblin over there. But I will allow you to roll a perception at disadvantage.
Oh, I can't use that nat 20. I got a 14.
You do feel like bigger things were at play here. But it's just something enough on the hair of the back of your neck.
All right. Since I see just that lone goblin, and who's that standing over him?
Thulsa, the captain of the guard.
And I'm sure Thulsa's going to dispatch him. I'm going to slowly move down this hallway here because I want to see what's going on.
And we never heard from him again.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Amshala, you are next.
Captain, find out who this order is the boss spoke of. And I'm going to join Spero to make sure there's nothing else coming our way.
Jen, you might want to mute yourself when you blow your nose.
It did mute it. My headphones said it did. I'm sorry.
It's all right. We
Yeah,
go out through
nah.
times.
Your headphone isn't muting anything tonight.
Give me a perception check down there, Amshala.
That's why I ran to cough, because I wasn't going to trust that.
Fair.
That's going to be not so great at a 9.
Okay, very dark down there. Kind of losing that twilight area there. All right, Captain. Everyone has
I can
trusted
see
you
in the
with this
dark.
goblin.
Art gave me that first.
Yeah, but it's starting to leave. It's just a description thing because you rolled a 9.
Okay.
Narrative description.
All right.
Captain,
Yeah,
we're going to Matt, so basically whatever he wants to do.
Yeah,
Your
I'm,
check
I'm gonna move down and try to get ahead of Ishiro. I wish to be first. But,
You are first.
okay.
Well, it looks like it's just you and me. So I'm gonna toss the torch at him,
Okay.
at the goblin, and then while he's distracted, I'm going to draw my whip and whip him.
I'll give you advantage.
Oh, cool.
Well, you just threw fire in this dude's face. That's pretty drastic. For
Right. Well, I didn't want to make it an attack or anything. I was just,
That's still narrative sense. I like it.
yeah, it's just the. So with advantage, it's a 22.
Okay, you got him. Are you trying to pin him, or are you
For-
trying to damage? Cracking damage.
No, yeah, I'm just 7 damage, snapping the whip.
7 damage.
Yep, 7 damage.
You wrap around his neck as quickly because he didn't realize. Did a quick jerk. You heard a crack, and he's gone. All the goblins are dead. We're out of combat. Congratulations.
I'm gonna just go down a few feet just to make sure we're secure. and try to make sure Yashiro doesn't go too much further than I go. I don't want to separate the party while we still have to regroup.
Okay.
I'll help Thomas up. Tell him to take it easy.
Cool. Yeah, he's
Right.
slowly coming this. Stephanie, because I know what you're going to be doing at the moment.
Does anybody?
Just give me a second, because this is out of combat, but I know what she's going to do. You find a red potion.
Glad someone knows.
You find some really strangely enough on the goblin boss. He had some glasses, but he wasn't wearing them. And he has a very innate short sword with some type of, it looks like dwarven runes, but they don't look the same.
Right before that last hit, Carowin probably would have screamed no. You know, like, no! But okay, it happened. And then she'll look at
Does anyone look like
she'll look at M-Shale and say, we need to figure out what the fuck is going on here. He was supposed to be a bargaining chip.
Agreed. They were paid to take him. And they were paid to extract a price for his return.
Thomas leads into you, Ash, and goes, "Thank you, my friend, thank you. That's an uncomfortable, really weird feeling."
As I look around, does anybody else look like they need my last healing spell?
I'm
Let's
good.
see.
I'm good.
I'm strong.
Everyone looks pretty. Thulsa's a little wounded, and maybe Carowin. That's about it. A little bit, nothing major.
No one's
one's
wrecked
been
though, because I've only got one. So
Yeah. You are the one.
I can still walk.
I'll ask Thomas. Did they say anything you understood? Did you get any idea of why they brought you here?
They kept growling at me. That's something about, bargaining. They kept saying about bargaining in Welshire. That's all I could make out.
Carowin will turn around, like the minute she hears his voice, is going to whip around and look at her brother and start stalking towards him and go, Thomas Edgar David Cadell, what the fuck were you thinking coming all the way the hell out here on your own? Like big old tirade at her brother.
I wasn't on my own, sis. I had the Welshire Riders. I don't know where they all went. We somehow got separated. Strange. They're usually always with me. At least, most of them are anyways.
I look at Thomas and I'm just shaking my head like, damn it, Thomas.
Have you not?
Can I suggest we have this conversation outside of the cave?
Do Mshale and I think that there is anything further that we should investigate?
Both of you give me an investigation roll. I will both give you an advantage.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Yeah, I rocked a two.
Okay, so you don't. The hard grounding stuff is not your forte in the tunnel work going on. But Yajiro, for some reason, you're checking out. You're kind of counting the feet, and you're pretty sure that this would make up most of the group. It doesn't seem like a bigger warband, and from what you're getting, the tracks coming out to the cave are much older, and you don't see any fresh ones going in. So this pretty much looks like the warband that was out here.
I'll return to the group. I think we got them all. But
We should probably get
stay in
outside
these
of the
caves
cave,
long.
find someplace safe to hole up and talk. Exactly.
Well, this cave's the only place that's really safe right at the moment. Have you not really figured out what's going on here yet?
Yeah, there's a coup.
Obviously, the riders have turned.
Well,
What? That's impossible. They've been loyal to the family for years.
no. They're loyal to the steward.
Well, the steward's loyal to the family too. That doesn't make any sense.
No,
Came
he
out
ain't
here with his
loyal.
orders.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, you're still young.
Not that young.
Winston is loyal to the coin in his pouch and little more.
But father appointed him. He's been ruling Welshire, and nothing's been. I don't understand what you guys are talking about.
Perhaps we should go to my father's home. We
Oh,
might
not
be-
yet.
Where's your father?
Not yet. We can't leave this cave till we have a good plan, because there's a couple things going on. First, there's at least 4 riders out there waiting for us to exit. And if we exit and the goblins don't, then there's going to be word getting back to the castle. Second, we got at least one of the foxes, if not more, in the steward's pocket. And your dad's going to have to clean house on that one.
If he'll clean house.
You don't think he
Oh,
will?
he'll clean house.
Coming from Tomas and yourself? And Balin? You don't think he'd listen to his own family?
No, no one listens to me.
Captain,
Hopefully he's smart enough.
It's not that simple either.
No, I'm talking about M. Shale's dad. He runs
Oh.
the foxes, but if there's at least one fox that's in the pocket of the steward, because the fox came to tell you ladies that your brother was in trouble. He didn't go to the steward or any of the leadership. They went directly to you, who had just arrived in anybody's eyes. So at least one fox is in the steward's pocket to set this all up for us to get captured and or killed.
Unless they're in Junior's pocket, because Junior is the one who do you guys not remember? I sent him off to get us information. He never returned.
Oh, the son, he's a true idiot. He ain't running it by himself.
You could preach to the choir on that one.
I was
Can-
trying, but you ladies didn't listen to me on that.
I think
Then-
we should exit. And I think we could
No,
talk
we
our way
can't.
out of.
Oh,
We can't exit until we know what we're going to do, because there's people watching for us to exit. And if we do, they're going to send more forces against us, because they can't let us and your cousin get back to the castle and report in, especially to your parents, if they're even available to, because the steward's been kind of cutting
I
them
don't
off.
disagree with that.
so wait a minute.
All right.
That is
let's go up to the
that's
story.
a good point. We can't just march back in with everybody and expect anybody to just be happy about it. They're gonna make another attempt to walk back to the
We're
town.
against Stuart Powell?
Stuart Powell,
Is against us.
Is against us?
he's against anything that doesn't fill his coffers. His coffers.
But he only has power because of
And I'd like to
Father
point out that he does not have the resources to pull this off on his own.
Well, yeah, he does, because he's got all the money.
Somebody else
he's
is
got
going
all
to be
the
paying
he's got
him.
all the family's money in town. He's been running things.
And Charlie's going to walk down
Yeah,
tunnel
but he's
a
not
little
going to be able
bit
to take over
away
the
from the
town
group,
without-
not saying anything.
Okay.
He has full control over the town. He has had full control.
Nate, that's your backstory.
Oh, wow.
You can decide to play it.
And
So this makes sense if he's planning a coup, because he's been funding the Dread Order mercs.
Dread Order Mercs.
Yeah,
like
over in
Maybe
Yeah, I kind of echo
I've
that
heard you
one
mention that
myself.
before.
Breckenvale. He's been sending supplies to them from Welshire to Breckenvale.
Yeah, he's been doing that all right. But what do you mean Dread Order? I've never heard of the Dread Order.
So he has basically an army in his pocket then.
Well, probably a relatively small army, not like a mass.
Aren't the Dread Order part of Silk's army?
I don't think Silk is particularly the bad person here.
I mean, one should be careful with uttering that name lest you gain her attention. referred to as the Dark Lady.
Sorry, but
Let's be careful.
Okay.
I think
What are
Soap
we-
just gets a bad rap.
What are we gonna do right now? We gotta get out of here. Everybody's expecting Tomas to be dead. And I want him to not be dead.
Well, not by our hands.
Well,
Cousin.
not everybody, but the folks that matter back in town are expecting us all to be dead now too.
Ben, I rolled a 23 on my check.
Oh, I didn't see your roll thing. 23?
Yep.
You do know the tunnel goes down, but you don't think it's an exit. You think it goes deeper, which will probably not be safe.
Okay.
Your role with the favored enemy would pretty much put this as a low-level goblin lieutenant, boss, whatever, bossy guy, with a small band. You would expect a bigger tribe if you continue to go south, which would probably overwhelm your band.
Okay. I will return. I searched for an alternate exit. There is none. If we wait till cover of darkness, we'll have the best chance of escaping.
Can you go look out the entrance to the tunnel and take a look and see if there's anybody watching for us stealthily?
I can.
Can I help him?
Yes, both of you roll stealth.
Did anything else seem off, Tomas, about the situation?
Just that I can't believe my riders, like, I lost my riders. There's always been two on my left and my right. That's always been their way. That's why I felt safe chasing these little shits.
Who sent you? Who sent you to come out here? Who
And
sent
Chalet
you?
said they left.
Powell the youngest, he told me the steward had a mission, and I thought, chasing goblins was, they've been raiding the farms every once in a while. It was a legitimate mission.
Who was supposed to be with you?
The Welshire Riders, the elite.
No. Names.
Oh, let's get some names. I thought I had the names.
Yeah, I was just about to ask as well. Who was on your side?
I did not. I thought I wrote this down the list, but maybe I lost that list.
Well, there's only 6 of them. 4 of them went out with Thomas, and 2 of them came out with us. And then, of course, our 2 kind of turned around and left when we got into the underbrush there.
I put them somewhere, but I was thinking.
And
So all of them are
It's all 6
compromised.
of them. It doesn't matter their names. It's all 6
It's
of
true.
them.
All 6 of them. They're all there.
Do you know any of them personally?
The
Thulsa?
whole.
Yes, he knows all of them. I'll get you names.
Ben, I have a 27 on that stealth check.
Okay, Steph.
11.
Tulsa.
11. So you sneak out there.
Tulsa.
I'm not. I don't intend to go too far. Just barely outside. I want to see if I can spy them.
All right, you scare the shit out of Elian. Oh, whoa. I almost pissed myself. Jesus. What the hell happened? Oh,
And I'm basically gonna look to see if I spy anyone.
give me a perception check. You too, Steph.
Okay.
And while you're looking, Elian goes to you, Shell, and goes, "What are we looking for?"
18.
16.
You don't see anybody out there.
I don't think there's anyone here.
You do see a rabbit go by.
But Bugs Bunny's over there.
Who's Bugs Bunny?
Can I shoot the
Long
rabbit?
story. Learned him on
Roll.
a trip. Don't.
That's good eating right there. Tulsa, do you know any reason?
23.
If you know the riders, at least maybe kind of who they
I'm gonna
are
stealth up and
as
take
men
the hill
and women.
and
when you
prepare
do
to
that-
feed the party.
Elian fires a flame somewhere in the distance too. You see that come out of his hand and it erupts in the bush. Oh fuck! What was that? Was it a goblin?
Yes. Yes, it was a
doing?
goblin.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
make sure
scared?
the fire goes out.
You put it out. You just shot in
Has-
the woods. What do I know?
And
Clearly
I go,
nothing.
"Pull-
Look where we are.
I'm gonna pull up the rabbit by the arrow.
That
I
makes
was
sense
getting
now.
dinner.
That makes sense. Sorry. Totally reacted. My bad.
Damn it, Thomas.
That wasn't Thomas. That was Elian.
That wasn't
I don't
Thomas.
care.
Damn it, Thomas.
Not Thomas. Now Elian's all confused. All
I
you
don't
two
care.
are-
It's always Thomas. At
You
this
two are
point.
dealing with Elian and the thing. So now it leads with Ash, Carowin, Ian, Thulsa, and Yojiro with Thomas inside the cave. Is there anything you specifically want to talk without those two involved?
Tulsa, do you know any reason why the riders would betray the family? Like maybe they, I don't know, gambling debts or something?
Oh, they haven't betrayed the family. They work for the steward. See, the steward came on after the noble and his wife came into town, and he's been kind of siphoning power away from, the lord and lady, kind of letting them just kind of live their ease while he's taking over, the running of day to day. And so basically he's just kind of cut them out. So the riders, they were hired by the family. They've got title, they've got money, and they're kind of loyal to the steward because he's the one that runs things on the day to day.
Has he tried to infiltrate your squad?
Nah, he just put a stupid dick of a son in
He
charge
owns
of me.
it.
Oh, what the fuck? You're telling me you knew
They're
this
all
going
part
on
of
all
the
time?
town militia. He's in control of everything.
Right, but Thulsa would know. Thulsa is the captain. He would know if you're going to try to infiltrate a squad, you want to own the leader of it, right? So Junior would want to own Thulsa, and if he doesn't, that's
He hasn't-
kind of good for us.
It's not an infiltration thing. That he's just in charge. So he's been just taking over the day-to-day running of things, and that puts him in charge. I've been running things as good as I could, but I've had to deal with his son, who is just not a people person. But his son just gives orders and barks orders. So I've kept things going as
And
smoothly
to
as I
that,
could.
to that end of taking over and to his attempt to take over everything in the town, he's done less and less with the church as well. We have less and less influence within town as we used to. The other priests aren't listened to, and our suggestions go by the wayside because he can't control the church.
But with Lady Carowin's return, now his power's threatened. So he made, obviously some kind of deal to capture, the young master here, draw Carowin out, and anybody that was loyal to her that came with her, in order to remove her from the picture, because she places a direct threat on his power. If she talks her father into letting her run things like everybody wants her to do, then he'll either have to bow to her or she'll kick him out.
That's fair.
So do we need to
So that
contact Greyheim for more support for the nobility here?
Well, if Lady Carowin's dad gets off his ass and starts running things again, we might be able to put things back on track.
Well, I guess, why don't we just go back to town and talk to Dad? Father.
Well,
You're like
no
we're
one's
missing
really
something.
talked. No one's really talked to your mom and dad for a while. We don't know exactly what's going on in that regards because the stewards kind of kept us at arm's length from them. Presumably, they're just living their easy days, doing their hobbies and stuff without worrying too much about what's going on in the town.
Shit. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you didn't consider that your dad and mom have been having a good time enjoying themselves because the steward wanted that so he could have the power.
Well, what is this dread order?
And he encouraged you to become a great knight because that's distracted.
Well, what is this dread order that Ian's talking about? And how the fuck did the tavern kid know all about this shit?
I don't know nothing about a dread order, so I'm really not sure what's going on with that. But I'm not surprised there isn't something out there
The
called a
tavern
dread
kid's
order.
a bard, so.
Right.
Can I get a history roll for dread order?
Actually,
yes.
While you're doing that, Art, Mshale will go to Balin and whisper in her ear. the goblin boss swore his fealty to the order as he died.
11.
Not heard of it.
Can I roll roll an information check or whatever on the order?
You may do a history check as well at disadvantage.
Okay.
Have you guys been hearing me or no?
I hear now.
No,
Okay,
Hear now.
great, lovely.
we did not hear you peeing.
No, you didn't hear that. But I had made a couple of comments, but nobody responded, so I was like, oh, shite.
I rolled a 12.
Nope.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
Guess that mute button's working now.
But I was unmuted.
All right. Balin and M. Shale, and I guess Elian, will also all return.
I have a rabbit in hand.
Can I look? I want to actually inspect all the goblins, see if there's anything different about them, papers on them, or anything.
I'm going to search the boss.
You already did.
Hey, Balin.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, it's already been searched.
I don't
Did you search the
I don't
goblin
think
bodies
anybody
for anything
recognized that they were already searched, Ben.
Oh, sorry.
I did. I just haven't said anything yet. That's a really cool sword, though.
I'm gonna search for fire starter and just basically use a torch to get a little fire going, and I'm basically gonna start preparing the rabbit.
Okay.
If we're gonna have to wait here, we need food.
It's a pretty big rabbit.
So I think short term, best case scenario is we can sneak out of the cave, find a couple riders that are left behind watching for us to come out, or maybe all 6. I don't know if all 6 are out there, but at least 2 should be, I would imagine, if the steward's thinking of a good plan. If we can
Didn't
sneak
they
by
come
them
back?
or capture them so that they can't get back before us and report, then we got a pretty good chance of getting to town and maybe getting an audience with the ladies' parents and aunt and uncle. I'm not sure exactly their status to you, Miss Lady Balin, but
I don't know.
you know, we got to bypass the steward. Otherwise, he's just going to pull his whatever forces he has against us some way. And I don't know if I can pull the militia together before we, get caught up in all that.
I might be able to use the angle of the church to get an actual audience with the Lord and Lady.
Their daughter should be enough to get the audience. We have to get to town without being seen or caught. The rabbit is now
True.
skinned. I pull the skin
we can-
off entirely, so it's got a full pelt.
Oh, I can get us in to see my parents. At least my father. With or without the steward.
So, didn't we hear all the horses and the riders ride away before we entered the cave?
Our 2 that came with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we know we heard our horses right away. Yeah.
Yeah, but when we have seen the
I
other
think-
4, because they were on horses, like they shouldn't have
think
been
we
that
assumed-
discreet.
I think we even heard our own mounts leaving, like Jeremy was saying.
Yeah, I think we assumed that they took
yeah,
our
we're
horses.
There was
Well, wouldn't
2
they
paths.
assume
One
we're
that
dead?
You heard
They
the
would.
Welshire riders.
They would
that
assume that,
escorted
but we don't know if they have a spy or anything out there
when they
watching
let
the
you go
cave.
forward, they took the horses away.
Yeah.
And that's when you started
So-
to get a little bit
What's-
suspicious.
What's the increase in time? If
You
we're gonna have to go back on foot rather than on horseback.
could be a full day to get back to town.
I suggest we
should
hold
we,
up
should
here.
we spend the night here in the cave?
Yes.
Good call.
We're gonna have
Shelley.
to post wash because
And our-
there's that other area down below that M. Chalet noticed.
When it comes to
Well-
surviving, I'm just going to listen to what M. Chalet says.
Well,
Hey, Benny, how
There-
big's
there's
the
also
opening
good-
of that other tunnel?
10 feet. M. Chalet's
So-
over
there's
the
also
mountain.
Yeah, but couldn't we just stack the goblin bodies up in the tunnel to kind of make a barricade?
It is poor to mess with the dead in the realms of Alanis.
I was gonna say Carowin will
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
highly
we can
disagree
burn that.
with that.
That shit needs to be burned.
Well, you can stack them for whatever life they are,
We need
but
to
to
burn
do
that
so
stuff.
with disregard for their spirits of the lost has known in the past, and everybody knows this, dire consequences from the realm itself.
I take out a blanket and I will and ask for 2 more blankets, and we'll kind of line them up neatly and respectfully and cover them.
Okay.
If we're going to spend the night in here, we're also going to have to make sure we
burn them
capture
as we
whoever comes in to check on us.
Hey, Ian, I don't suppose you took prestidigitation as a spell.
No.
Have I seen you clean stuff off before magically?
No.
Okay.
Zero. I am fucking dirty and I'm unhappy.
My clothes are dirty.
You guys are gonna set a watch. I imagine there's gonna be 4 shifts that you need to do.
Yep.
Get through this. I need people basically to volunteer for first watch, second watch, third watch, and then fourth watch. There is definitely 9 of you with Thomas, so one person can be out if you like, or someone can have one watch can have 3 if you think it's the most dangerous part of the shift.
I
I'll
vote
take
against
first.
Thomas.
I need to pray at dusk and dawn.
So, was it Stephanie? You're gonna take first watch with Thomas?
No, I said I vote against Thomas because he
you
got
say
us here.
Thomas can't take a shift. Thomas says bullshit. I can take my shift. I'll do my part.
Well, we're
I'll take
here now
shift
because
with-
of you.
Thomas
I'll
is a
take shift
capable
with
fighter.
Hamas.
I'll take watch with Balin.
Okay.
All right. So who's gonna get first shift? We need 2 people.
I'll take first.
Okay, Carowin and who else?
All right,
Anyone?
before you guys
Awesome.
all set your watches, I will be awake first that last watch because I got to pray.
I'll take the last watch so that I'm awake with my friend Ash while he can cover him while he's praying.
All right, Karen, Elian will take first watch with you.
Hey, Benny, before they take first watch, I'm going to go down to this corner here, and I'm going to string a piece of string across the entrance and put a bell on it.
Hey, you want to use the one that fired the spear at your friend?
No, I have some on me.
Okay,
I'm-
roll a survival.
Actually, I wouldn't mind resetting those traps.
Can you do it after I get back?
Yeah, you can both go down there. Roll survival. You're setting a new one. He's setting the spear.
7.
There's the difficulty of your trap.
Yeah. It was just supposed to be an early warning alarm, like not really a trap.
And Thulsa sets up a lethal spear trap.
Nat 20 with a +3 for 23.
He can pat you on the head going, nice bell.
You know what's gonna happen?
Ian.
They're gonna find the bell and then get hit with the spear. That's what's gonna happen.
That's a good call.
Yeah, because
All right.
Ian put it right at eye level.
I did.
So they're gonna walk
What's
up.
this?
What's this?
Near the
What is
glint,
this?
near the glint of the light. All right, second watch. Who's going to be that?
Me and Minchuk.
I'll do it.
All right. Oh, so
Wait.
Shall I? So,
No. Balin and them, shall I?
Okay,
Yeah.
third watch will be
Okay.
Ian and Yujiro and Thomas. So Thulsa
Okay.
and Ash will take fourth watch. All right, Carolyn, everyone's going to start betting down. Gets a little bit
And I
into
will-
it. So everyone else, if you're not in the ship, you are sleeping. So you
There was a quick rabbit stew.
Yep, you fed everyone.
Delicious.
So this is after. All right, so Carolyn, you are with Elian.
I don't have the chef feed. It's not delicious.
I will
It's
try to
functional.
role play for Miles. Is there anything you wish to talk to him about?
Rabbit is good.
She would probably just try to catch, see if he has any insight on town gossip or whatever she has missed in
He has
the
no
interim.
idea what's going on and what you're talking about. This seems very confusing to him.
Awesome. Then she'll just be like, "What do you think the fuck is going on? What the hell is all this shit?" That kind of just grumbling and
He is in
Being-
the mind to
being
like,
pissed off.
take your time, stay hidden, maybe do some reconnaissance, but not go back in time. He looks scared as
Whatever.
shit.
Okay. I have to wait a minute. I have to remember something here. Okay, I have to be horrible as a friend here in our new game. He's the one that Carolyn helped, right? Towards the end before she came back to town.
Carowin helped.
Yeah, brought back to town.
I think you and Elian have a backstory together. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Is that correct?
Well, she
Ben?
did bring a bunch of people, including the tavern boy, the town captain, him, and Yujiro. I think a lot of them were all showing up at the last. M. Shale, one of the foxes, for some reason. She had a lot.
No, I think Elaine is the one that Carowin, at the behest of her commander, brought back to town. Yeah,
I don't think so.
isn't he the one you paired with me to get our backstories, our joint backstory parts?
I think Ben may have errated that part of your story, though.
I think so.
I think when I talked to Miles, I think he said that had actually been errated.
So, based on that, then Ben, does Carowin know him fairly well, or at all, or?
There's a reason why Balin came in and she brought this ragtag bunch, and that was kind of what that first supper was all about. For you to kind of figure out why this guy would be sticking around. Remember him, Elian. There are a number of people that should be with you. Ash, Balin, and Thulsa. They are direct components to your family. Mshali, not really, because he's not in charge of the foxes, so him being here is a little strong. Elian, again, from the tavern. Your tailor also, and this is basically a farm boy in Elian. So these members don't really sing loyalty to you immediately right off the bat.
Okay. Okay, then she will spend.
You know, though, that Ash and Tulsa are friends with Mshale, so that's not so strange for him to
Not
be around.
really.
She just
She's been
got
away.
back in town.
Yeah,
she's been away for at
Balin's
least
been
3
away.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of us actually know Carowin and Balin. They were gone before.
Yeah,
I mean, they were
Right.
they were unapproachable kids when we were kids.
Unless you happen to pass
Yep.
on the streets when people were sneaking around.
The only thing that you got was Balin and Mshale seem to have some connection. Beyond.
So, Carowin will be on her shift. She will be grumbling and growling about this turn of events. But I assume keeping a watch, keeping an eye out.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Sure.
I think Carowin kind of knows Yajiro as well, because she only left 6 years ago, which puts her at an age, since she is the exact same age as Yajiro. Yajiro has been a tailor for longer than 6 years.
Mm-hmm. At this moment, she may not know. She may not have taken interest in you until now, when you actually showed swordsmanship.
That's true.
Or even remember you, to be honest. That was a 14 on perception.
Okay, it looks pretty clear. So your shift will go pretty safe. Do you wake up the second shift?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Elian will wake up Mshale. You may wake up your cousin.
I was gonna say, Balin!
Alright, so Carowin, you are to sleep in about 10 minutes. Balin and Mshale, you are now watching over the party. You two may discuss, with no one else interrupting.
I
Damn
know
it,
nothing.
Thomas.
He's a victim of his youth and a carefully thought plan.
That's saying the least.
But I don't know who this order is, but they have bred loyalty out of goblins. What I offered was enough that any normal goblin would have taken. These are different. We have a big threat. The captain is absolutely correct. We need to follow his lead. Somebody
Well-
who knows the politics, the people, the ways of court. I can help here in the field of battle, but I can't help with that.
I mean, Carowin's going to be our best option talking to my uncle because I'm the redheaded stepchild in that family. Outside of that, I can always pretty good at convincing people to do things. It's how I got a lot of the stuff that I got while I was on travel. That was kind of fun. Good times.
And you and I will have to protect Carowin and the rest while they maneuver these politics.
Right. Well, when we leave tomorrow, what if me and you kind of go out first and check for anyone since, we have more of the stealthing aspect of things?
I think that's the best way to go.
So we go out first and then, I don't know, we'll give a caw so they know to go. I don't know, something. I'm tired.
We'll signal them.
Okay.
What-
So step
what
out
we
of
need-
game before you go too far. Step out of game. You do have a network that may not be political, but you do know the underground network. So just to let you know if you wish to reveal that.
Not yet.
Okay. Just want to make sure that you are, because I know we're getting new to playing with me.
Right.
Okay.
No, I figured as much, but I don't want to say anything just yet, just because I don't know what the town is like.
Very fair.
So it's a very who I would go to first, like which guy I want to go to first.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll a deception check, please, and Shali, please roll an insight check.
It was a natural 20 plus 3.
Excellent. So, Shali, you have nothing but trust for your family.
Fair enough.
You may continue conversation.
So how are you?
It would be much better if we had kept one of them alive to question.
This is
I
also
mean-
true.
We've got to be. Like I said, I'm good at scouting and finding danger in the field, but I don't know. I want you and your cousin to be safe, but it seems like we are going to be walking into danger.
Well, we've survived this far on our own.
Hmm.
Pretty sure we could do just as well with more people. Thomas is a lost cause, clearly.
Can you help me learn your family home? Like show me secret ways in, or tell me, give me diagrams of the floors where we're likely to meet your uncle?
Can I do an insight check on him just to make sure that he's not really trying to get something else out of me?
Absolutely, I love inciting other players. So, well, you can decide a persuasion check or deception. You don't have to tell either or. Just put the numbers to the roll.
Persuasion or what?
He's doing either persuasion or deception. You're going to do an insight check.
Oh, okay.
It's rolled, Ben.
I see that.
16.
Okay, Lee, play that out as you see the roll.
Yeah. I just want to know the layout so I know where I can hole up, because I'm expecting we're going to be fighting when we're there. So I basically want to know the layout so I know where hidey holes and blind corners would be, so I can move to a blind corner, and continue to protect the party.
And to add on to that, Stephanie, basically what Balin is seeing is the fact that Mshali seems to be one of those type of loyal soldiers, militia, whatever, that you've seen in the families more often than not. In the same regard, the only tad would be what happened with the Welshire Riders. You saw the same thing with them most of the time. Mm-hmm. And so this could be on that level, but you do feel your bond, you've known him just a little bit more, so he doesn't seem to lie very well in front of you. So you do feel very genuine that this man is probably your stalwart friend.
I can see who I can talk to. I mean, I'm not always the favorite family member, as we've all seen and heard. But I have ways to getting things. I can see what we can do to come up with a plan.
Okay. So in the dirt, I'm going to just draw a sketch of the outside of the building, because I've seen the outside of the building, but I'm like, where would the hallways be? What room will he be in? So I know where to go.
Okay.
Well,
You wish to give that information to him?
I can tell you where some of the doors are, but they've done some redecorating of things that I don't know if each door goes to each room anymore. And that's
As
just
best
me, like outside of things is I don't trust anybody 100%. So I'm just kind of being vague with stuff.
as best you can, my friend. I just want to be able to help you and your cousin.
Fair enough.
All right, your shift is up. Are you going to wake up the third shift?
Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
Ian, Yujiro, and Thomas are now awakened.
All right, Thomas, explain to me what happened, man. You got word there's goblins. You came out into the woods and you got jumped.
Why am I answering to you anyways? I'm the Lord's son here, right?
You're the Lord's son who got
Come on,
jumped by
Tomas.
goblins, taken and kidnapped.
And you're the goddamn tailor. What the fuck is up with you two? If no one else is gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. Why are you two here? Are you the town militia now? Are you deputies?
I've often tried to have your back, Thomas. So be careful with your tone, because you're still young.
All right, sorry. All right, okay. You guys put pressure on me. Give me, both of you, each roll a persuasion check.
$19.
Okay.
13.
Okay. You guys pretty much looking at him. He's defeated enough to know and embarrassed enough of the situation, you guys. Younger Powell came, and he basically said there were attacks on the farm against the sheep from a bunch of goblins. They've been hitting and running, and the farmers are complaining about it. So it's easy enough, and he said you could take the Welshire Riders, and I knew that would be simple enough. That would be 7 of us against a small band of goblins, wearing heavy armor, to chase them away. But it became they were a little bit farther out. I thought it was a little weird, but hey, again, it was just a couple of goblins, as far as I knew. As we got in a little deeper, I saw them, but they immediately kind of ran, and I expected that. So we chased them for a little bit, and then the next thing I know, there was only like a couple of the riders with me, and then there were 10 of them, and they brought me down. They had all sorts of traps ready for me. These things came out of the trees. It was like, I know, it was just I can't believe the luck that I ran into when all the net came down on me, and then they took the horse, and then that's when everything went crazy, and then I got knocked in the head. That's what I remember.
Did at any moment, did you see any of the riders turn against you personally? Or did they just kind of peter off?
I lost 4 of them. But, I'm going to get some names real quick. So we can get this in context, since I can't find the right ones. Robot Gibby was close to me, and Mark Bevan.
What was that other name? Mark what?
Mark Bevan, B-E-B-A-N, and Robot, R-O-B-A-T, Gibby, G-I-B-B-Y.
Alright. So, did you even question any of the farm folk, like Elian, or any of them that lived down there at the farm, to see if he was speaking truth?
No, I didn't seem to have. They seemed like they knew where they were. The riders kind of got me on the right path, and we went there. And like I said, they told me I just had to go a little farther, and we did. And then I saw the goblins and gave chase, and then I ran into that trap.
How would the riders know to go further if you were all told to go to the farm?
I don't know. I was thinking glory, man. I don't know.
Well, they took advantage of your youth, Tomas.
God, don't tell Carolyn that.
Oh,
knows
she
all
knows.
this.
Pretty sure she
She
knows.
knows.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure she's probably gonna read me a new one. But I think our plan when we do return is that you and Carolyn and Balin need to convince your father that it's time to take control back.
Sure, that sounds easy enough.
You think so?
Yeah, but how does Dulce know all these people in turn, and he didn't do anything? I thought he was the captain of the guard.
He's the captain of the guard. He has nothing to do with the riders.
So does he have any control, or do you think they'll turn on him? Like, are they gonna turn on all of us?
They already have.
I mean,
They
as
want
far
you to
as
die.
as far as the guard go,
That makes some sense.
I think they have a lot of respect for Thulsa. I would feel that the majority of them wouldn't turn on him. I know my brother wouldn't turn on him,
Okay.
but I'm not, I don't know the rest very well. I've only trained with them a handful of times.
So what do you know of this Dread Order? It sounds pretty ominous.
Ian?
All I know is that the steward has been sending supplies from Wellshire to whatever that town was, Breckenville. Where'd it go?
So while I do a lot of market trade with the merchants that come in, I know Ian has his little backstreet talks with some of them occasionally.
I have nothing. You know nothing. Yeah, Breckenville. He's been sending supplies from our town to Breckenville. Yeah, to the Dread Order mercenary group. Yeah, that could be real bad.
So you think it has something to do with that my sister spurned a chance for a relationship there?
Maybe. I don't know. Did Carowin, was that who the town Carowin was going to be married to?
I think so. I remember his name is I think it was Mithangel Batch. Sir Mithangel Batch was the owner. She didn't take much notice of it, but I think I remember my father and Powell Senior talking about it.
Okay.
Well,
That's interesting.
It's interesting. It sounds vile. They just tried to get me killed, and you guys killed. This is bullshit. I want to stab that guy. I'm gonna take him in a duel.
I don't think you
I am
should.
going to honor duel him
Tomas.
and resolve this. That's
So-
what I'm going to do. When we get back, that's what I'm going to do.
You're gonna do that
The steward?
to who,
No.
Tomas?
To Mitchell. McDaniel Batch. Sir McDaniel Batch, I'm going to honor duel him.
Is he in town?
I will find him.
So just the fact that you have to go find him, Tomas, I would say it's not worth it.
It is worth it. They just tried to get us killed, Yajiro. That is worth my honor.
So I agree, it is worth your honor. But if you're ever going to duel him, let them come to us. I think your sword skills have definitely gotten better, and you could probably beat him. I don't know him well enough though to say that you would beat him, and therefore I would fear for your safety, and I would not want you to get yourself into a fight that I don't think you could win.
Wait. You saying I can't win, or you can't? I can win.
As your friend, I'll say that you could win.
Thank you.
Also as your friend, I'll say that you should not fight him.
Give me a persuasion check. Straight roll.
26.
Okay. wait till he shows into town, and then I'll do it.
That's a start.
Tom,
We can go from
Thomas.
there. We can work with that.
Yes.
have you seen the steward or his son wearing any religious items that seem a little off or anything like that?
Religious items.
Yeah, like something they haven't worn before or something that they've always just kind of worn.
Not on older, but I do remember sword fighting younger Powell, and he had a spider web on his wrist. I thought that was weird. Like, that's a weird thing for a noble kind of, cat, right?
Yes.
Yes?
A
What does that
spider
mean?
web on his wrist.
Your
I don't
name's-
know. Can I do a check to see if I know what that means?
You may. History check, please, straight.
So with my parents being part of, merc groups, could I also do a history check on that?
Yes.
7. I know nothing.
I got a 13.
You both still don't know what that means.
Okay.
Okay.
I know out of character.
I know you know.
I have a good idea, but I need to check.
Okay. It's getting late. I think it's time for their watch.
Okay.
Alright, so you wake
Wake
up
up,
Ash
next
and Thulsa. It is your watch, gentlemen.
So, yeah. I guess it's come to a head finally.
Yeah, the young lady's return has really kind of set things in motion here. I don't know about this Red Order thing, but I do know that the family's been, or the steward, has been sending supplies to Breckenvale. Now I guess we know why, but that's what the increase in taxes was about, apparently. So they're using the town and the funds from the town to fund something else. It's gonna take all your God's
Breckenridge
influence
is
we can
not
muster
under
here.
Well, Breckenridge isn't under the influence of Greyheim, so perhaps we could entreat upon Greyheim to help us here, stealing from essentially a Greyheim nobles. Or is that too much?
I don't know if it's too much, but it's probably not something we can do right away. I mean, we need more evidence. All we've got right now is a couple pieces of information that we don't even really have verified and documented.
How do we proceed from here, though? We can't just walk everyone back into town and have it think there's nothing going on. No one's going to shut their mouth and not say anything about this.
Well, folks in town aren't really going to know much, but what we have to worry about is, as I said, the steward and his son getting word that none of us died. That's going to cause them to have to accelerate whatever they're doing, because now they're going to have to know that we know something and suspect something. I mean, our guards just kind of walked off on us. If that ain't suspicious in the least, then, we'll at least have those questions and they won't be able to answer them.
We could play dumb.
It's not going to work because...
Oh, terrible and unfortunate getting lost.
Well, they're going to have to assume we learned something from the goblins. If we walk out with none of us really severely injured, and Tom is still alive, I think best case scenario, which is not really going to work, but if I had to throw out a plan, I'd say we disappear the young ladies and the young lord, at least for a little bit, and go back to town and play it out like the goblins killed him, just exactly like the steward wants.
I don't disagree with that. That actually makes a lot of sense. But you're never going to convince them to do it.
No, it ain't. It ain't a workable plan. It's the right plan, but it ain't a workable plan.
Maybe we can just go back with the information of this mysterious dread order that we know nothing about, and don't have to tell them that we know they're in Breckenridge and that the town's been supplying them. They're going to know we know something. Maybe we can just play it up that we try and get the, everybody's going to come together because of this threat from this dread order. We can rally the townsfolk and rally the nobility and know that we have enemies while we are rallying that.
Well, again,
support.
if we show up and talk about one piece of information, they're going to have to assume we got more.
But if we don't tell them we have that information, that we know about Breckenridge, about the money going there, we already know Junior's an idiot, and his father is overconfident. We can play.
Well, I wouldn't go so far to say
we can go to them and
Junior's
ask
an idiot.
for help.
He's an ass, but I don't think he's an idiot.
We can go to the steward and ask for help against this dread order. The more we put into that we're, the dread order is a threat. He'll think that we don't have a clue that he's supporting.
I think
that's all I can think of.
Yeah,
right now.
I just think anything we mention is going to blow up in our face because he's going to have to act on it and assume we know what we do know. I think our best bet is to get to Lady Carowin's dad before the steward knows we're back. But the problem is he's got at least 6 heavy armed guards in his pocket. And I really think there's at least one fox in his pocket, because when she came and told Lady Carowin and Lady Balin about the issue, she came right to the hall. She didn't go anywhere else, which means she had to be in on the plan to come and deliver the information. So, kind of concerned that there's at least one fox, and I expect a couple of them out there watching us to see who comes out of the cave. We could get if we could get to M. Shalley's dad, he might be able to lend some support on that one.
Maybe that's the best first place to go, to his dad. I could try and get help from the church, but the steward's been blocking us completely, not giving us anything, obviously to keep us outside of things.
Well, faith is a powerful thing in the common folk. If they rally behind the faith, then there's not a whole lot that can stop them. I definitely think we need to infiltrate back into the town.
Maybe I can do the faith angle by talking about this dread order and rally the populace of the town into this threat, and that Cross wants to protect us all, which he does, and I want to, but we can use that to get the town people focused on that, and maybe make it too hard for the steward to hide it, or make him try to hide it even more and maybe make a mistake. Like you said, faith is big with the common folk.
So, let's consider this. If he has established some kind of influence in all our groups, let's assume there's at least a couple foxes that are working for him. There's got to be a couple of the town guard working for him. And we know the 6 royal guard kind of working for him. He could put together at least a force of, let's say minimum 12. Because if I was going to, infiltrate and influence other groups, I'd want at least 2 or 3 in each group, so that they can draw info all the time.
There was the comment that this dread order is a mercenary company too, so that's more troops.
Right. Well, we don't know. Well, shit. The Gilded Blade.
That's a good word for it.
The Gilded Blade. So we gotta assume he's got an army in town. Because we do have the Merc Company.
Mhm.
Six mounted guard. And then at least 3 and 3 of the foxes in the militia. If we get too overt, that's just going to set off a bloody coup.
It already is a bloody coup. He tried to kill the 3 children, or the 2 children and the
Yeah,
cousin.
but that happened outside of the town, and he's trying to keep that secret by blaming it on goblins. But if he just kind of pulls
makes it a
all
bloody
his
coup.
forces, but the streets of the town could run red.
I can't have that. I can't have that.
Now we gotta go in quiet. Let's let's suggest we go to M. Shale's dad. Maybe root out any issue in the foxes and pull in the rest of the foxes that can help us kind of quietly get to the lady's mom and dad, aunt and uncle kind of thing. And then if we can get the noble, at least, actively talking against the steward, then maybe we can diffuse it without causing things to erupt.
It's all tough. There are so many options, and none of them are good.
Or, well, we could
None of them are easy.
we could pull the same plan that the steward just tried. Infiltrate the town in secret, remove him secretly so nobody notices till he's gone, and then his forces won't have any direction.
We don't have the skills to do that, and that's just not. We're not going to assassinate.
I'm not saying assassinate, just kind of sneak him out of town so we can arrest him. But, remove him quietly before he can activate any kind of resistance.
We have no authority to arrest him under or detain him under. Then we become the heads of a coup.
That's not true. You have 3 of the family members. The actual power is in the name of the house, not in the stewardship. But that means the one thing that you do know is that you would know at Ask Blue. You have to make sure that this is what Lord Cadell would have wanted. You can remove him or arrest him, but if he does have him in power, this would be very similar to our famous movie where a little worm person had influence to the king. But the other thing is, you could have Carowin or Thomas aspect of the throne. Now again, Carowin is the older, but she is the daughter, and the firstborn son is Thomas. But you see where the fealty of his ability is. So they could make a claim, but this becomes political and this gets a little dicey, but it would put the steward in his place, and then most likely it would ask some type of resolution from the Lord of Greyheim.
I still think it all comes back to Lady Carowin's
Which
dad.
then again,
We got
we
got to get the Lord seeing how things work, because Lady Carowin ain't in charge yet. Neither is the young master.
if the Lord cares. That's why I suggested. Oh man, we're going to need Greyheim's help at some point. Greyheim's support at some point.
Oh yeah,
Change
but
is going to be made one way or the other.
we just need to have verified information to give to them. We can't just roll up and start spouting our theories and our suppositions and our guesses, and they'll just tell us to go back and let the Lord rule how he wants to rule.
All right, morning is coming. You will be able to. It's time to
Well-
wake up the party.
And we're good for a long
We'll wake up
rest.
the party.
And you all get a long rest. Yes.
We will ask Michelle when we get back to do a little research on this Dread Order. She is a priest of Thoth. She may find something for us.
All right. The party is awoken. Ash and Tulsa seem to be talking their way through the heated debate. But the group is going to need to know what they're going to do in the morning, in the next day here. What is the plan? Go back to town? Carwin, you are in essence default leader.
Kill everyone. I mean.
Kill
You know,
everyone's a
oh,
possibility.
true.
All your family and stuff that's in town. Yeah, sure, sure.
It's only my brother now. I don't have any other family in town.
Duly noted.
Imshali will suggest that a safe haven would be his father's home while we further plan, and we can probably use that to get a better lay of the land since we've been gone. We can make it, it's on the outskirts of town, so hopefully it'll reduce the chances of us being seen. But he will also say that I think the best thing is for Carowin to speak with her father. If she and Lord Thomas can convince her father of the treachery that's at play, then he will probably help us root out the snakes.
Yeah, Ash and I were thinking something similar, but we got to get into town unseen, and we got to get to the
Yeah.
Lord unseen, because if the steward catches wind of us still being alive, he's gonna have to react and try to stop us from passing on what he suspects we know.
I think going to your father's house is smart too. At least to start.
So we will need to sneak out of here. Balin and I are best prepared for this. We can make sure at least the immediate exit will be clear, and then we'll scout a path not along the main road back to my home. Hopefully we'll avoid being noticed.
Some of us are not even remotely stealthy.
That's why we go first. If we see something, we'll identify a threat.
Right.
You all stay inside the cave until we signal you.
Sounds good to me. I'm not stealthy. I'm a talker.
Shale, I need to warn, to tell you to avoid any contact with the other foxes.
I will do my best, and that's where it'll get dicey even getting to my father's home. As we start leaving this area, before we leave, Imshali will gather up dirt from the land, and he'll sprinkle dirt over each of the goblin bodies, and he will say, "I pray not in goblin." And then he'll bow his head and walk away. And
What did you say, Chalet?
do you speak Iowa?
I don't. That's why I'm asking you.
I said I don't pray to your gods, but may you be commended safely to their care. You followed your orders as we followed ours. In your death, you have my respect as an enemy.
Well said, Chalet.
So after Mshale is gone, I'm like, yeah, we're going to stack these in the middle of the cave, and when we leave, we're going to burn them, and I will say a prayer to make sure they don't come back to haunt us.
Okay. So we're gonna head.
We
You guys are
burn,
gonna
we
head
don't
back
bury.
to Mshali's father, right? So his
Yes.
house outside of town. All right.
Yes.
We're gonna wrap it here. That's about 3 hours of play. So thank you for tuning in. We will be. What is the best date, I guess, for anyone have a date that doesn't work in November?
Give me a second. Let me pull up my calendar.
Probably 20th, 27th would either one.
Try and avoid the 20th.
That'll be Thanksgiving that weekend, I believe. Then.
All right.
I'm gonna try and get.
So 27th to work for everybody.
So far for me.
That's Thanksgiving weekend.
I'll be around. Yeah, I'm not doing anything Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, that'll work for me.
Yep.
All right, we'll set up from there. Thank you for joining us. We'll end the live stream now, and we will see you guys on.
Good night, everyone.
Night.